fighting your way through the cave of worms, following Larissa. You've been captured by a group of what Mara can only assume is Trymirian assassins.
Yeah.
Placed in prison under the visual watch of a terrifying, spooky, flesh golem-like warden. You defeated it, making a hell of a ruckus, managing to make your way through the tunnels through the aid of a sneaky individual from Mara's past again. You kind of, skipped out on his word a little bit and just left you guys to your own devices. But luckily, you encountered an old friend by the ways of Medivh, Latter Guardian, who, although being the warden of the prison, just let you guys go because why not?
Because we fucked up every single staff member. He's like, oh shit. How will I not get blamed for this? I'll just let him go.
So Medivh's adventures with Greg will be starting. But,
Oh, man, that'd be
Oh, yes.
way better of a show.
with you, a spin-off, one shot.
Hell yeah.
As you step into the crisp evening air, a refreshing breeze fills your lungs, a nice change as a re-instance from the stuffiness of the interior of the prison. Your eyes sting for a moment as they readjust to the natural light, which you realize is probably sometime in the early evening, sorry. As your vision settles, you notice a number of individuals, not quite as clustered as Yanwei or Rast, even Sealsa, but the quality of their clothing and the manner in which they're carrying themselves appears to be another level. It's almost welcoming to Tiffany, a familiar set of royal court and nobility. People are kind of wearing like clothes with gold trims, silken cloths, immaculate necklaces, jewels, extravagant accessories, that jangle around wrists and necks. You catch a couple of these people kind of like glancing at you as you exit the structure. You clearly sticking out here just due to the nature of your clothes being pretty much rags at this point. A couple of them kind of, you notice them get a little uneasy. They just kind of like hustle on past. A couple of them kind of stop and just watch you guys as you're going about your business. Eris and Force like push past you guys as you're kind of accumulating yourselves to this new setting that you found yourselves in. Begin to just make a beeline across the square. I've rewinded it a little bit.
Something's making a beeline towards us.
No, Eris and Force, Dietrich Force, are making their way away from the prison across the square. Which I guess, Mara, you'd realize, or recognize, even though you've only been here maybe once, and that was under unfavorable terms. This is the inner ring.
This is the inner ring.
The inner ring. Essentially, the royal sector of the castle.
Okay, and Eris and Faust, are they ahead of us by now? Oh.
They're about 30 feet ahead of you.
And we were not supposed to talk to them, right? Or were we supposed to follow them? Because if you hadn't noticed, I'm not in that good of terms with Queen and the King.
Well,
since we're here in the capital, we may as well get as much.
I think we have little options at this point.
Yeah. Since we're in the capital, we go to as many shops as possible and get the best items, as these are probably the best places to find utensils in the country. I.e. potions, maybe, new garments to wear. Maybe there's even a weapon shop, probably not this kind of, but we can always have a look.
Ooh, yeah. Sure.
Chen, do you reckon I'd have a feeling out what would be around this area?
Roll me a history check. See if you remember from your last visit to Cap.
Got a 6.
Holy shit, the noise is too loud.
Yeah.
So
Where do I change that?
Sound settings, master volume.
That seems to
No,
just
that
be
just does the
music.
music.
Oh,
let's turn up the notification. I think it's enabled background chat beep or something like that.
Ah,
Or you can just leave the internet.
So, Tiffany, the layout of this city it's unfamiliar to you. You're back in Valkyria. It's a lot more. It's a lot less chaotic in terms of how these buildings are. It seems to be kind of like a bakery is next to a clothes shop, is next to I don't know, an art gallery, which
Oh look, I'm going to the art gallery.
is it's a little different from what you're used to. So you'd have a hard time figuring out like specifically where in this sector you'd find as well as
can I remember or know a location of the best place to get good stuff in here, even if it's in the outer ring
that's
or lower ring? Sorry.
that's going to be a history check as well.
Yeah.
You're going to have a much higher DC because it's be in the ring.
Let's see.
right. Meanwhile, Garf's gonna put down the woman he's carrying on his shoulders.
Free.
Free.
I have no clue.
It's like even the fact of just being here makes you a little uneasy. Like one due to the fact that you've got a 20,000 gold bounty on your head, and you're standing like less than 500 meters from probably the guy who put it on you.
Oh, is my hair short here? Or is
But
it?
I mean, you said it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a different time.
Depends when you want to do that.
Just before, guess it was before we came out of prison.
Just before you came out of prison, so yeah, your hair wouldn't cut then.
Yeah, just so it's almost sort of like me just whipping out a sword in the middle of public.
So yeah, which raises even more like suspicion. This woman is just standing there with like a clump of hair in her hand.
But yes, what can I see in front of me at this very moment?
Eris and Force got about 60 feet ahead of you and just stopped. Kind of turned back and looked at you like, are you
I
coming?
thought we were following them.
Yes, let's follow them, and I gracefully scamper over.
Okay.
Very gracefully, much class.
Feels bad.
Okay. So as you guys begin to catch up to Eris and Force, as you get around within 20 feet of you, they turn around and start walking again.
What I want to buy some nice clothes.
You, as you're kind of weaving through the streets that make up the inner ring, you're noticing that quite a lot of people here are kind of. It's weird. Like you've all walked through a crowd of people. It's almost like they're intentionally avoiding you, so it's creating this kind of like bubble effect as you guys walk through.
How do we look? How do we look right now?
So everyone,
Pretty shit.
yeah, imagine everyone is wearing the newest Louis Vuitton, and you guys are wearing like
Biggest clothes.
15-year-old Primark.
Primani!
Yeah,
Except
like-
my cape.
Yeah, except you're quite.
Can we buy clothes then?
They like come over like these guys look out of place. And never mind, she got a cool cape. It's fine, everybody.
Situation avoided.
I suppose we actually updated our wardrobe so we fit in a bit more.
So Eris does actually pull on Force cloak. She turns to you, saying that if we are going to take you into the Order's halls, we probably should do something about your attire. Don't think that would swing.
What do you mean? I'm bloody fabulous.
And what about a short rest too? It is indeed evening. Would there be a place for audience this late in the evening?
Why don't we go to the bakery and have a good old natter?
I would feel much safer if we were to take any kind of rest within the halls.
Are there any? Do these guys recognize me at all? Can I like insight check or something?
Insight checking both of them.
Yes, please.
Okay, no.
While that's happening, can I ask where is the nearest clothes shop?
Eris kind of points towards a string of shops, which all appear to be boutiques.
Can I go in them, please?
There's one that looks like it sells sort of like evening gowns. There's another that looks like it sells
So
formal like ball gowns and such. There's another one that looks more casual wear. It's more kind of
Yes.
shop.
I shall go to the casual wear because there's no need for ball gowns, I guess.
Mhm.
Especially if I'm gonna wear it throughout the adventure as well.
13 and 16.
Forced doesn't appear to have any kind of inkling of who or what you guys are, nor does he seem to care. He seems quite dismissive about the fact that he's in with you. Eris, on the other hand, every time she keeps like stealing glances at you, like specifically you, Mara. She seems a little uneasy when she speaks to you, but to everyone else, she seems to be, you know, her mood sort of changes.
To ease up.
Natural. Yeah.
Can I? Are they purposely like going ahead of us right now?
Right now they've stopped and they're talking to you.
Okay.
They're actually showing Tiffany to the boutique.
And I've sent you an image. It's okay if I buy something like this, but in purple.
So, looking around the shop. Yes, I suppose there's something a little like that in the window.
How much would it be though?
Well, as you enter,
Be a really posh elf guy who's a fashion designer.
so the interior of this lavish shop has mannequins adorned in similar kind of like fashion style to what you've seen people wearing around walking from prison to here. The walls are lined with purple and silver tapestries. The walls are lined underneath those tapestries are racks of shirts and pants, shoes on stand. The opposite end of the shop, there's like a large wooden divider. Which has a door to the side. The door is open. Sitting kind of like out in front of that door is a portly human man. Seems to be in his like late 50s. White hair, balding on top, wearing like thick glasses. He appears to be like with a needle in hand. He's working on a jacket.
It's evening, isn't it? Yeah.
Is he?
Good evening, sir.
He stands up. He's like, "Oh, how can I?" And then he like looks up and down. Yes.
Could I purchase a gown from you?
Do you have the coin?
Well, of course.
He raises an eyebrow. He's being a little wary of you, but well, what was it you were looking for?
I take a look at what I saw in the window and ask, how much would this be, sir?
Well, this is a specialty item. He walks up to the window and he pulls up a mannequin, hangs it on a rack. He pulls a tape measure out of his pocket and begins to like work at you, taking measurements and such. It will require a little bit of adjustment, with the cost in mind. Labor, materials, 200 gold.
How long would you reckon it would take to adjust it, sir?
Moments.
I will take it. Is it purple? I
Is
hope
so
it's
much
purple.
taking over pride.
Is it lilac? I like lilac.
It's purple.
Ah. So I will take 200 gold out, and that's including adjustments, right?
Including adjustments.
I haven't seen the menu my time.
Meanwhile, when Tiff.
Oh, so he kind of raises an eyebrow as he takes the gold from you, like not expecting you to actually have the money. It's like, well, if you'll just wait there a moment, and close it back to the front of the shop. Yes, Mara?
Can I meanwhile, like. I'm pretty much just staring at Eris right now. Going over to her, asking if she have a minute to talk under two eyes.
There's a noticeable bead of sweat like dripping down her forehead as you like walk up to her. you're a little bit taller than her. Like, she doesn't seem like the most durable of people.
I blankly stare down at her, like.
I suppose. She kind of glances at Force. Force isn't paying attention. It's kind of like looking up somewhere else.
Good. Let's we're just gonna take a moment outside. It's only gonna be a minute. No worries. I
Okay.
like guide her out of the door.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from? Because you guys aren't really doing much. Toriel, Garth, Marduk. What's happening, Mara?
I'm taking her out.
21.
13. And 18.
Okay, no.
Only noted. Nothing.
Well, you're doing something, aren't you? So let's continue.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm taking her out. Standing in like. So I quietly like cover her, like so people can like see us talking together. On the side of the boutique.
Yep.
And I ask her, so it's come to my attention, and it's quite clear that you may know who I am, right?
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Many people probably know your face. It's plastered all over the capital.
Yes, and I am most interested in it not getting past everybody's ears right now.
Well, I'm not going to turn you in if that's what you're wondering. If you help
Well,
me escape, I do have some morals.
yeah, all I'm asking for, you're a wizard, right?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any kind of, let's say, face-altering spells?
I specialize in application, unfortunately. Forced, however, might be able to assist.
That
As
would-
illusions is chosen.
That would be most pleasant if we could come to an agreement, as I would want the least amount of trouble inside the city.
Agreement how?
What?
Agreement how?
Agreement how?
Which is
Like, just so... Agreement as in not gonna make any trouble, and you guys don't turn me in.
she stifles a bit of a chuckle. There's no need for hostility. You helped us, and now we're repaying the favor, are we not?
Well, you tell me. Hopefully. I have some... What do you call them? Suspicions about going into the core.
The court.
Yeah,
Of course, it's located within the palace.
exactly.
We're not going to the palace.
Oh, shit. Chen. Where were we going? I thought it was the core.
We go into the halls of knowledge. We order headquarters, order shelter, across
E-
square.
Oh,
Oh, I can't go in there.
well, maybe Frost can help you too. Well then, excuse me, I might have heard something wrong then, but it's still most unpleasant. So if we could, you could get Force to help me. Change.
That's the sound she makes.
Uh,
she's so confused right now.
yeah, me too.
Maybe you
Okay.
should just go and ask him.
No, it's because Chris
Yes.
is because he knows who I am.
Can I exit the shop wearing the item?
It takes you a little bit to get it on, but I suppose by the time Fiends is done with this conversation, you'll be coming up.
Ta-ta! I do a little snip. Is it long enough to be dressed, or am I wearing pants with it? Like cotton about it?
It's ankle length.
Ta-da! I do 12.
Do we?
Kind of
Do-
We're
sparkle.
preparing for a ball, my
Do
lady.
do we all have to buy one?
I'm not with you, I just came out the shop, unless you're in the shop with me.
I thought we
We're
were all
outside
in.
the shop.
Oh, we're out that shop.
Ta-da!
So do you
You're
want?
a lot more at home now. I'm wearing proper upper class fabric.
Yeah, and it is quite fine. It feels very nice against his skin.
It does indeed.
You know the other weird, that wizard. What was his name? Forrest. Forrest.
Forced?
Force.
His name's Dietrich.
I'm asking him. Do we all have to get one?
Well, he looks you up and down. It would be an improvement from what you're currently wearing.
It wasn't too expensive.
Well, I
The
had
knowledge only cost 200.
I had this pretty nice piece of plate, but well, it's gone somewhere. How?
Go in, Toriel. Wear a dress. You look beautiful.
I have
Maybe
no
you'll get
idea.
another date with that dragon man.
I can't hear you. You're in the shop.
Well, I'm not. I came outside and did
Came
a
out.
twirl and
Oh
said, "Ta-da."
well.
I said, go inside. It's only 200. Wear a dress. Maybe you'll get another date with that dragon man.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, I can't afford it.
It's only 200. That's nothing.
I literally don't have that money.
That's a lot of money for normal people.
I literally laugh easy. Mara, yep, Mara, come here. Go.
So, those of you who were outside the shop and weren't talking to anyone else in a shady alley, you notice that there's a woman with long black hair, which extends down to about her waist. She's wearing something that resembles a short kimono, which she has hanging off one arm. She's got essentially the entire body bandaged. Two katanas attached to her back, or the back of her belt. One short dagger attached to her side. And she's wearing a mask, which resembles a hawk, sort of made from black and white porcelain.
It's an anime waifu.
What?
Straight up. She seems to be about 6 foot, and she is leaning up against the wall, just staring at your group.
Well, I put the woman down. Garth puts the woman down. He's
I
carrying.
thought you did that already.
Yeah, Garth picks her back up and puts her down.
Everyone's confused.
So, you're free. Are you gonna be okay?
She's rolling on the floor, holding her head.
The answer is no.
Can we bring her to the order?
Who are you saying this?
Well, who's closer to me, Horst or his friend?
Dietrich is close at the moment.
Dietrich. Okay. Can I bring her along?
He glances down at her. And he kind of he turns back around.
Let's just take the. Well, thank you. All right.
You gave him a bit of a chuckle there.
So, Fariel, also notice that woman over there.
Yeah, she seems to be staring at us.
Wanna teach her a lesson?
What?
Excuse me?
Lesson in what?
Well, do not stare at people. It's quite impolite.
It is?
Maybe she's blind.
So I'd say at this part, Mara walks back to the group with Eris.
Okay, Chen, before I walk back, did we have an actual agreement on what was gonna happen? Or did I just leave her baffled?
I mean, you kind of threatened her, she set you straight, and you both kind of walk back confused.
Okay, that's like, duh. Okay.
Yay. Let's face it, girl. She looks like trouble, and I'm pretty sure how we handle things and how things have gotten around us so far, this is gonna get messy. If we can't settle this here and now at our terms, this might be an advantage. Alternatively, we could also just, well, try to lose her somehow. What do you reckon?
Over to the woman and don't say anything. When we talk to someone,
We're whispering. Jeff, make a perception check. We're trying to keep this covered.
Excuse me? What you just say to me, boy?
I mean,
For our whispering, we're trying to keep a low profile.
Oh, we're whispering. I did not know that.
Actually whisper. Not go.
Okay, so they're whispering to one another.
Okay.
It's like,
I joined in the conversation.
Tiffany walked over and started whispering to you too. Fiends, you walk back to a group, see everyone whispering, and Marduk, you're just kind of standing there staring at this woman with the hawk mask.
With a hawk mask.
I mean, we can just
It interests me.
Can
go
I-
over and ask her what's up, right?
Can I make like some thieves can't hand signs at her, like a bit discreet? You know.
I
But
mean,
you wanna
you
maybe
walk
see
back.
if
You walk back. You haven't noticed it.
Could
It's
we?
only the people who were outside.
We could just ask her what she wants, right?
Yes, just be light.
All right.
I walk up to her. Excuse me, can we help you?
As you start approaching her,
Oh.
she turns the corner of like the building she's leaned up against. And as you walk to the edge of that corner, you look around it, and she's not there.
Oh my, she works in this.
Well, that is highly suspicious.
Yeah,
Um,
let's.
Communication to leave her alone.
Can I tap the shoulder of Force? And
He goes to the toilet.
um,
Then
I
dusts his shoulder off, and then goes back to looking at you.
I try to just stare him down a bit after that. Like,
Staring back.
oh shit. I heard that you could maybe assist in some illusionary magic.
Where would you hear that from?
Yeah, I just had a nice little talk with Eris.
So should
no
we
biggie.
should we actually get some of those rather ugly clothes for ourselves?
You guys can go in and get clothes if you want to. Like, you saw how fast it was.
It took her about 5 minutes to get close.
I'm asking a question to the group.
Oh, you can go ahead.
From the toilet.
Go ahead, girl. Get some new attire. Filthies. I would rather my face not be seen inside the capital.
And why would that be?
Well, let's say personal reasons.
Well, you'd like me to use my personal magic, so... Sate my curiosity.
Let's say I'm not the most popular around these parts.
Popular how?
Popular in the same reason. Oh,
Eris walks into this conversation. She like pulls Force down. She like whispers in his ear and looks back at you and raises an eyebrow.
just raise both my eyebrows back at him, I guess.
The smug smirk on his face. It's like, well, I'm sure if you've made it this far, you'll be fine keeping your normal face.
I would rather get a bit of assistance.
And I would rather be the Archmage, but we can't all get what we want now, can we?
How about for some coin then?
He rolls his eyebrows.
He rolls his eyebrows. Like
Yeah, he rolls his eyebrows, not his eyes. His eyebrows are just like the 360. No, he rolls his eyes. The riffraff is all the same. Money solved every problem.
Well, excuse me, for what do you want anything as payment, or are you just having, like, the no hat on right now?
Well, if you're looking to bargain, I don't
Yeah.
suppose you have any rare monster parts.
Shit.
My research could always use contributions.
Shit, Jen. Jen, you ass.
No, me is forced.
Yeah, but you know. No. But I do have.
Then I suppose we're done here on.
But I do have this scroll. I
Mm,
take out my scroll of arcane luck.
Unfortunately for you, I already know this enchantment.
Shit. How about this ivory statue?
Right, that's the part where Garth tips him on the shoulder, already having his terrifying helmet on. Hey, you punk!
His eyes roll into the back of his head for a second. He lets out a. He like grabs your hand, like pinching it, and takes it off his shoulder. Yes.
Do you have any means to communicate with her on a, well, mind
With
basis? I point to, well, the woman no, I guess I have her back on my shoulder again.
No, you put her down again twice.
You took her up. Put it down.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure where to get it, so she gets moved a lot. Now she's on my shoulder. Yeah, with her. She doesn't seem to react to verbal communication. If we would know who she is, we might, well, maybe we can ditch her, or maybe she's worth
Dead
taking with
weight.
us.
Just leave her there.
And what? For the dogs and the criminals? For any rapist to just pick her up? I don't think
Who
so.
cares?
Isn't the order here to uphold justice and, well, order?
The order is here for the sanctity of magic,
You don't care about the people.
not for every helpless damsel in distress with cries wolf.
Well, I guess then we have nothing more to discuss.
I guess we don't.
Sassy ass bitch.
He turns to Eris. He's like, "Must we really entertain these ruffians?" Eris kind of just like. She makes a motion to him. Just shut up, Forst.
Asshole. Okay, so just pull my cape, the hood of it, a bit more over my face and look down.
Do the rest of you have the means to procure better clothing, or is this what we're working with?
Fine, I'll go get some better clothing. Alright, I detest anything that isn't, well, protective.
What?
I'll go in.
Okay,
I'll go in.
Okay, let's go in and get some clothes. Mara is very excited.
Fabulous fashion sense. I get Toriel and Mara some great advice.
Can I... Tiff, did you know how to change faces?
I have no magic.
Oh shit. Mara,
I'm not sure if I can help you.
Yes, you can. You know how to change your body.
can
I
you
do.
please change mine?
I try and change Mara into Garth.
No, just change my face.
To go. This.
Any
We're
random girl.
twins. This here is Georg, my brother.
Garth with Garth, what's the color of the hair of your character, Chris?
Brown.
No, he's blonde.
Is it
Blonde.
blonde?
I keep telling you this. He's blonde.
Okay,
Blonde.
then Mara
Yeah.
is Garth with the
I
black
thought
hair.
he was. Honestly, from
no,
session one, I
black.
thought he's salt and pepper head, like
What?
darkish brown, black.
Okay, so I have now black hair. Can you change my face a bit too, so it's not like my normal face? Maybe just so it like.
Hold up, I
It
don't
looks
think
like
I don't
Garth.
think he can do that because he did it on himself.
Yeah, I can't do it unless
You're going to take
you.
a short rest as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
you haven't
many
done that.
evocations do you have left?
What?
How many more of those can you use?
Well, I only used the one.
No, because our spells haven't reset in the last 3 sessions.
Well, it doesn't cost me a spell slot.
Yeah, it costs you an evocation.
Rest.
Is it a cantrip?
No, it's an evocation. It's different spellcasting means that warlocks have.
Right, so as soon as we've been in the shop, when everyone's seen your clothes, can we go
I'm
through
gonna roll. I'm gonna roll.
Well,
No,
I don't know if it slipped your mind, but I don't have, well, the means to pay.
I think I still have.
Okay.
Our group's running out of money. Yeah.
I'm taking Garth and Thoril in their in their hands. Let's go shopping, girls.
Bitch, Emmy.
I mean,
But you already went shopping
I
today.
walked in first, but sure.
Alright,
Okay.
so Mara with Garv, who's still shouldering a woman, and Boreal.
Yeah.
Just put her
coming
down!
into that shop. Okay, Garv's
put-
putting her down inside the
Just,
shop.
can you...
Alright, rest right here.
Just said I was
Don't
gonna
run away.
come in and give you good advice.
The old man looks kind of scared at the fact that this like hulking dragonborn, this guy carrying a woman over his shoulder, slaps her on the floor.
Should we get her something new too?
Can I help?
Yes, we're looking for something a bit more,
Fancy.
formal?
Yeah, that too.
I assume you have the coin to pay.
Yes, we have.
Yeah?
Just please.
Are you
Okay. What are you looking for?
Anything.
Pants, new shirt,
Oh, we're dressed like you.
anything that can replace these racks under my cape.
Anything that can fit me.
maybe velvet?
I'll buy some clothes as well, I guess.
So this guy goes to town. He spends about the next half an hour adorning you guys in what you call them, shawls and dresses for women. He has a bit of trouble with you, Toriel. You gather that this guy doesn't really deal with dragonborns too often. He manages to get two of the same dress and slice it in half. Fit you, and he does a decent job of making you all look presentable. It's maybe not as elegant as you're used to, Tiffany, in terms of your entourage,
Yes.
but it's passable.
You all look fine.
And he charges you.
How much?
He's a slow man. is what it is.
850 gold.
For how much? How many sets of clothes?
850 gold for all of you.
850 for 5 people.
For 4 people.
For 4 people.
He's counting Toriel as 2.
That's
What? Excuse me?
that's not
Excuse me, I'm offended.
You got to. The price is for you, so yeah.
You're just a bustling girl.
Do
That's
they
alright.
seem? Are they as a nice quality as Tiffus?
So it's 200 for each.
yeah.
What?
Except
they're definitely all
tutorial.
similar quality. It's, I mean, for you, Mara, this is kind of what you'd expect from the inner ring. It's overpriced bullshit for nobles.
But it seems to be like a normal.
But it's handmade.
But Tiffus, it costs as much as your pretty gown. Like
But it's
that's
handmade.
overpriced. That's
Handmade.
that's cheating.
We have
Straight
a
up.
family to feed, God, Mara.
I don't care about this. But yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it would protect me from, well, anything.
You did
Okay.
say
Well then,
coin
carry it in a
when
bag.
to
Oh
call
God.
the guard.
Is okay. Can I? What is the hackle stat? What is that?
Well, what you do is you try to haggle.
No, I want to see how much this is worth. This cloth right now. Is that?
Make a perception, I guess.
Make a retail roll.
You know what I mean?
Retailer 24.
Well,
24.
$20.
How much is this worth?
This is high quality, and even with you taking into account work he's doing for tailoring it to fit all of you,
Hmm?
you reckon he's still overcharging you a bit.
A bit. Okay. So not a lot, just a bit.
I mean, between a lot and a bit.
But
Like 1 to 200 gold, maybe. I don't know.
well, now where we can come in here with a package, like with a lot of people, can we maybe get a group discount by like, so we get down to 800?
Discounts? I don't deal in discounts. The price is as I make it.
Well, we came with a lot of like coin for you, a lot of work for you, and like a very
Like sigh in walking out because I just don't understand. I just can't even. I'm like, ugh.
oh well, I. Okay, you
mean,
said
that's not-
8.
That's our no everyday merchant.
I
I'm
put
the
down
finest tailor within the inner ring.
the finest.
Can you go to the toilet in the bakery?
Okay,
Okay.
finest. Okay.
Well, who's gonna pay? As I
So
said,
if this breaks, is there a guarantee on it?
There's no need for a guarantee. This material is immaculate.
Immaculate. You say.
He, I think you do not know our lifestyle very well.
He doesn't really like my lifestyle. This is why I don't want nice clothes. Because
Well,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
a boutique.
This is why we
a
can't have
boutique.
nice
Okay.
things.
You don't
I
give a
give-
blacksmiths. This isn't
I
an
give-
armory.
But I do
I'm
think
I'm
it's
just put down I put down 850 gold.
we
Just
can. Well,
take this then. Thank
Take
you very much.
thanks for paying for me.
Thank
Mara.
you for your patronage. Please be happy if you grace me with your presence again.
What about me?
We'll
Unlikely, but thank
see
you.
about it. I think we got close for everybody.
So
Okay.
yeah, Garth and Marduk, he sorted you guys with suits, kind of like evening suits. So
Really?
in between, it's either no ties, but like tailored blazers, lapels that fly off the back.
Hey Garth, we have to say sir a lot.
Stay what?
Sir.
Essentially,
Sure.
you guys, the two
What
of you
clothes
look
does
a
I
little,
get?
a little more like butlers than you do.
Ah, so
Nobles.
that's like that.
What else is new?
Uh,
So,
Mara, he fitted you with what you call like a boa?
Bow. Do I
Boa.
have a boa? The
Bola.
feather one?
Yeah, like a feather boa,
oh, that's nice.
a dress
It's-
that kind of like hangs off the shoulders. It's kind of awkward for you wearing this because although it's really nice material, it feels great, but
I'm
No.
not used to it.
yeah, it's really impractical, and you reckon you'd probably have to do a bit of like street tailoring if you wanted to use it for any kind of functional purpose.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds you a bit of being in the company of like snobs and
Ugh. But it do look like I come from the area. That hopefully it looks good with my cape over it.
he did the best he could.
He did the best he could. Okay. Thank you a lot, sir. And we
So-
just
As you guys emerge from the shop, Eris raises an eyebrow, a small smile creeps across her face.
don't
Force
be.
just kind of turns. She walks up and she kind of starts like playing with your bow a little bit.
No, just tries it downstairs. It's
It's
Mega.
nice. This is good. I like it.
yeah, good for you. You like it.
Beautiful. I like it too.
I
Yeah,
remember
found-
when I reckon the last time I looked that fancy was with Mikhailo.
This is what I could find. The bow. Oh well, but thank you very much.
It's
Let's
not quite
keep-
that big.
No.
But,
What?
so she makes Forrest like looks over you guys. He dusts himself off and begins to walk off. Marduk,
Yeah.
as everyone begins to follow these guys walking off, you sort of trail behind a little bit, but you do notice that on the rooftop, about 5 buildings in front of you, that woman with the hawk mask is kind of just sitting on the rooftop again, just like watching you guys, her legs kind of swinging. She's got her dagger out and she's kind of tossing it in one hand.
Oh, great.
You're the only one who sees it, so no one else does.
Yeah, of course.
Interestedly, I look at her. Do I recognize her? Like, features, attitude?
Nothing comes to mind. Roll me a history check.
Nine.
Right. You vaguely remember a story of a group of people wearing the masks of different birds, but you can't quite remember details about it.
I think we're being followed, you guys.
What?
Excuse me?
Up there. That
Can
woman.
I look up.
Yeah, so you look up and you notice her immediately. You recognize her immediately.
Who is it?
This is the Hawk.
Damn!
The Hawk.
Never figured that one out.
God
I don't have the hog.
No, the Hawk is within the capital. There's a group of about no one's quite sure how many specifically, but it's between the number of 5 and 7, maybe 5 and 8 individuals who act as Imperial police for
What?
the Trymir Guard,
Oh shit.
kind of like elite members. So they're not necessarily concerned with crime, but they are concerned with anything that would endanger the nobility.
Oh shit.
But we're not a threat.
We're not afraid. What?
You guys aren't a threat. You,
Not right now.
but you definitely don't fit in. I mean,
We don't. But we do now. Right. Right.
she's before, she's seen you afterwards. She's just sitting on the rooftop at the moment.
This is why. Does she look at anybody particular?
Well, it's kind of hard to see what specifically she's looking at because her mask covers the top half of her face. You can see like the bottom of her nose and her mouth. But she's looking in your general direction, and as you guys walk across the street, her head seems to follow what it does.
We just don't pay her no mind. Just
Can I wave?
kick.
Told you we should have taken her for real. I don't like this.
Nothing for you. She's not just keep walking. Paying no attention.
Can it be more like this? The direction.
She better stays up there.
It's not far. It's not far off, but I'd imagine something a little longer towards the
Yeah, a
lake.
little longer. Yeah. Okay.
Can it make a scene right now? Let perfect.
But yeah, let's
Keep following us. Maybe then, but right now, we're not in the right gear. It's not the right time. People are still about. It's a terrible time.
Here's an idea. Maybe we don't split up this time.
we don't split
Why
up.
don't we just go to the place, take a short rest, and deal with this later?
Good idea.
And I don't want to make any mess either in public.
I'm literally need a rest.
Yeah.
So,
We all do.
Let's go to the thing.
She leads you, her, Dietrich leads you through the streets. It's not too long of a walk, but it's longer than it seems. And as the evening does begin to set in, the sun's completely set, the sky is dark. You guys arrive at the Order Halls. Dietrich recites an incantation as he places his hand on the doors, and they crack open. A small sliver of whitish blue light streams out and kind of reaches over you guys. He enters, Eris enters. I assume you guys follow behind.
Yes.
Cool, yeah.
Kind of just look down most of the time.
So as you enter, the woman? She straight up jumped down from the rooftop behind you, and followed you guys up to the door. She kept a distance, so she's about 100 feet behind you, but she's staying within visual range at all times.
Can I try to thieves' cant at her to see if you understand?
Are you trying to do sign language?
I'm just make down at my hip, make some twitchy hand movements, and
What are you saying?
I'm saying we're not up to any trouble.
Surprisingly, she thieves cants back.
Well, that's surprising.
And what does she say?
She says, "Carry on. I'm watching."
Good day to you too, madam.
Yeah. Are you still carrying that woman, Garth, or did you leave her in the shop?
I'm still carrying her.
Can she walk? Is she unconscious? What's the deal with this woman anyway?
Yeah, she seems in shock.
Yeah, she's between shock and catatonic, so she's making movements, breathing, and she's blinking. She's conscious, but she's just not.
Not here, basically.
Yeah, she's just not responding.
Yeah.
Garth picks her up. She just doesn't even care. She goes limp in his arms.
Maybe she just needs a good night's rest outside of the jail.
Yes, that's why I'm carrying her.
To where exactly? Where are we going to put her?
In a bed.
We're going to be here's a gift. Drop her.
So
I mean, you did
Then
want to
what?
make a short rest somewhere. We can let her rest there.
Yes, and afterwards we can take her to, I don't know, a hospital,
No, let's
temple.
just-
So you guys enter the hall, and you're immediately met with a large engraving on a wall of the order symbol, like those wings which span out, encompassing the crest, the Greyhawks.
Yeah.
There's two paths to the side. Eris takes one path, Force takes the other path. They kind of glare at each other as they're going in.
where do we go?
I don't want to follow Horst.
They seem to lead to the same place. I guess you guys all follow Eris.
I
Yeah,
follow Eris.
we all follow
Yes.
Eris.
Yeah, so you walk around and you literally go to the exact same place. It's just different routes. to get.
Haha, fuck you for.
Yeah, fuck you.
He glares over the rest of the group and carries on walking forwards. And you see a mass of people, maybe 60, 70 different people just kind of walking around this huge cyclical hall, circular hall,
Circular?
A
Yes.
circular hole.
with 8 large doors, and a spiral staircase in the middle, and above that staircase is a giant pulsing blue orb that illuminates that area. No one seems to be taking any notice of you.
Good.
all appear to be like order members, wearing blue cloaks. Some of them with their hoods up, like obscuring their face. Others with hoods down, just like talking to each other, discussing notes and incantations and things like that. Can you do what?
An arcane check on the pulse in the wall.
Can certainly try.
22.
22. It's magical. That's all you can get.
I'm writing that
Wow.
down. God, I'm not gonna be like a jerk like everyone else and like.
Hey,
It's dead.
10 out of- Yeah, it's some type of large magical form. A gentleman, rather old. This guy, his age is a little more ambiguous. Thick long beard, like small dark eyes, miscolored skin. He's definitely probably past his 60s. He's human. He's kind of hobbled over a little bit. This is someone that you recognize, Marlo. His name is Colt Sestern.
Colt?
Colt Sestern. Sestern.
Colt, like the gun.
Like the gun.
Okay.
Yes, but do you know that?
Marlo.
Marduk.
Does he tell us that, or is it just?
What do I remember about this guy?
He acts as kind of like a mentor to all of the students within the halls of knowledge.
Oh, he was my teacher.
He's more like everyone's teacher. Like, if you need advice, you go to this guy. If
Like
someone
Master
needed,
Yoda.
yeah, he's a bit like the Yoda character.
Who's Yoda?
We're not having this conversation.
No, but when anyone says anything, that's always the dumb question everyone asks. Who's that? I'm in game now because I'm hilarious.
Well, do I know his opinion about warlocks?
He's probably one of the guys, like one of the only people within the order who would be a little more understanding.
Colt?
Yes.
Master Colt! It's been years.
He kind of rubs his eyes a little bit and looks sort of,
He doesn't
Oh.
remember.
It's Marduk, sir.
Oh yes, the orcish lad. We don't have many orcs. I remember you, son.
Of course he do.
It's nice to see you again, sir. How you been?
And you, well, you know, life within the order is it can be dull at times, but I've been keeping myself busy. What about yourself? I haven't seen you around in quite a while.
Yeah, you know, banishments and stuff.
Banishment, you say?
Oh!
I've been banished from the order.
Why would they do a thing like that?
Swore vengeance, made a deal with the devil, become a
What?
warlock.
Oh my god, man.
Oh my god, usual.
This guy is he exclusively warlock or is he good at magic? You know?
This guy is a wizard. He
I can approach him.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I approach him?
well, I can see that's quite the predicament you found yourself in.
Can I approach him?
well, I hope you would understand.
Ah, yes. Magic is It's a very strange field. Obviously, it comes from many places. Unlike many around here, don't discriminate, but it's good to see you again, Marduk.
Well, I've been using my magic for good and to help this group. Maybe you can help us out.
Yes, please. I want to speak to Old Man Geezer.
Cult.
Let me
Master
introduce you to my friend here. Um, um,
I can't remember my name.
I actually can. I don't remember if I'm allowed to say it though. This is Queen Tiffany.
No, it was just Tiffany.
This is Tiffany.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, sir. What's your name?
He like clutches his staff and he walks like right up to you, like within a foot of your face. He like peers into you. He turns
She's
back to
muted.
Marduk. You're doing well for yourself. Hmm.
Oh, it's not like that. She's just a friend.
Oh, my apologies.
He's thinking he can get into that now.
So he's like hey, the side of it.
She's also
What is his name? I asked
Colt.
him,
Colt.
what is his... Okay, well, you can tell me then.
Yes, my name is Colt. I am the acting dean within the halls of knowledge.
Oh,
How may I be of service?
what would you say one could do if one's magic has sadly been stolen?
You're what? I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
What would you do if one's magic had been stolen?
Stolen? How would...
Although we met very bad people on the way, Master, and they kind of like stole her
So-
magic.
Eris cuts in at this point, and she's like, "I'm sorry to interrupt.
Shut up, bitch! I'm talking.
Ah, Tiff.
Whoa.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Colt, but do you know if the Queen is seeing people?" Colt. Well, I believe she's just finished up a couple of her meetings with the Inquisitors, but
That's
If-
fantastic. Please answer my question, sir, so more NPCs don't ironically interrupt me.
Oh, but Tiff, she has her own mission, you know.
I will come back to you, young lady. I must attend to my students. I'm sure, as a fellow practitioner of the arts, that
Please.
you understand the importance of knowledge.
Yes, just
Please, calm down.
tell me, please. It's not
You
hard.
know, back when I was a young wizard running around with shouts.
I will pay you 100 gold just to tell me.
There's
No,
no
that would just
need
insult them.
for money.
I just need to know something. Shut up, you.
Maybe he'll try to find out. Maybe he'll try to find out while you guys
Maybe I
go
can
talk
give
with
him
the
a
queen.
kiss.
No, you don't.
I'll freaking take him up.
So, Eris cuts in again. She says, I'm sorry, Tiffany, was it? But
Yes.
this is very important. It
So,
must be dealt
is
with
this?
immediately.
Look, man, I've
Would
had a
you
very
be
awful
able
time,
to
right?
arrange a viewing with her?
Well, frigging, my dog gotta have a heart-to-heart little. Oh, I haven't seen you in years, mate. I'm asking one question.
And Colt says, yes, if you will follow me, I'm sure I can get you to see her if it is that important. Young lady, as he looks back toward you, Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of anyone's magic being taken from him.
Well, now you have.
But what if he has?
Not sure if I could help you in that
Well-
regard. If maybe you wished to converse with the Queen, I'm sure Eris is currently. Are you with Eris by any chance?
Sure.
Yes. Well. Why don't you follow me? He begins to walk very slowly.
Little thing, Master. Do you have any idea where I could bring someone with her condition? And, well, Garth's pointing at, well, the woman he's carrying.
He stops and like he takes about, like
I
10
found
seconds.
her in this condition.
Takes about 10 seconds to turn around as you're talking to him. He clutches onto his staff again and kind of peers at her. What's wrong with her?
I reckon she's in shock. She doesn't respond to, well, speaking to her. Doesn't, well, do anything. It's just in a state of stupor, I would say.
He extends his hand and like towards her, and this pulsing, glowing light begins to emanate from his hand as he begins to mutter an incantation under his breath. So the light kind of pierces from his hand and reaches her form, engulfing her, and you kind of feel the warmness over your shoulders and arms. You're carrying her. Magic fades. He goes back to clutching his staff. I think the best cure for this may be time.
I reckon too. But is there like a hospital or, I don't know, a cloister? A monastery? Somewhere I could, well, put her? Can't babysit her forever.
If you have the coin, I could recommend you a very nice clinic within the upper ring, but
Well,
Oh,
I'm pretty short on money.
maybe a case of venturing down to the lower city, then I'm afraid.
How much coin would that be, Chen? Just out of memory.
About 500 a day.
Okay. Well, I reckon that's what she needs, but that's not what we can, well, afford or offer.
Your family gets status when you die. Kind of
No, it's not Patricia Amaro.
Oh, okay.
Is there no place for charity? I don't know. Somewhere, I don't know, the homeless and the sick and
Charity in the upper ring. Marble laughs.
Oh, that's where I have those.
Okay, now that we've done talking about this unable woman, can we go see the queen now, maybe? I mean, I suggest you stand outside. I don't think people will be very happy about seeing an unconscious woman, unless she's a very nice lady who will take her in, but I doubt it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just carry on and take the other unable woman with us.
So just ignore everything I've told you. Fantastic.
So Colt leads you guys across the order floor. You get a couple of looks from students and such. A couple of these people have familiar-ish faces to you, Marla, but none that like jump out at you or stand out as anyone significant. You're led to a floating platform on the other side of the giant orb, which illuminates the center of the halls. Colt kind of positions his hand to it. Forced and Eris step onto it. They motion for you to step on.
We step on.
The platform
Yeah.
rises very slowly.
Oh my god! It's like it's magic.
What magic exists?
What?
Yeah, you remember
No.
remember the guy in the tavern who showed us his amazing magic tricks?
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, it was entertaining.
so we go up.
Yeah, so you guys tend to the holes. Oh shit.
The holes of shit. Okay.
I'm trying to stay a bit back.
Yeah,
Compared to the-
what you met with as the platform kind of becomes flush with the floor which you guys rise into. It's a very elaborately adorned hallway, stone carvings, very intricate. They seem to depict some sort of tale. As you guys walk down this hallway, looking at the wall, it's almost like an oppressive force of weaponry and combat bearing down on these winged creatures which resemble like smaller dragons and worms and such. And then these worms in turn oppressing, it's like a force of people and a wave. Then like a very large man with beaming lights stemming down from him, which illuminate these dragons and kind of absorb into their form as they become like a solid face of stone, which proceeds down the wall, which eventually leads into the same man again, but a smaller carving of him, with water pouring from his hands, which is leading into crops and growing plants and such.
Okay.
Is that Shalt?
Which essentially leads up to who are you asking?
Well, just everyone. Everyone around 5 meters radius can hear me.
Yeah, so Eris kind of turns. It's the tale of Shalt and Lord Beryllium working alongside King Osmond to free the people of Trymir.
How does that story go?
I feel as if it's a tale for another time. I'd be more than happy to explain to you later.
Alright then.
Yeah, I can tell you the story too.
I mean, I think all of us can tell you the story.
Who knows? As you guys get to this door, the crops begin to grow into like people and who are working on different structures and buildings and such, and illuminating in this depiction of the building which you're currently walking into, which makes up the doors which you face. Force pushes on it and they open up into a large room which appears to be reminiscent of what was his name? Sorry, Seldor's room.
Silver?
Yeah.
Dear Salvador.
So Tiffany, Tiffany Marduk, you guys would notice this as kind of like an arcane study or research lab of sorts. But it's a little more elaborate than that. There's definitely the lavish of royalty akin to this room. And on the opposite side, sitting on a throne reading a book, it appears to be a woman wearing a very large headpiece.
Is that he's a crown?
Is that the queen?
With dragons extending from the sides of it and hair
That's
dangling
the
down.
Okay,
chains,
excuse me, what kind of
flowing,
dragons?
flowing silken robes.
What kind of dragons?
Well, it's like gold carvings of dragons embedded in her headpiece.
How many heads is there?
It's only two,
Okay. No
Like
worries.
one for each side of the head.
Yeah, I'll just keep going behind everybody, just keeping my head down.
Is Eris leading? If Eris is leading, I'll go behind Eris.
Eris and Force are kind of leading in tandem, one side on the other.
That's Queen Alicia.
Oh, he remembers.
Yes, I do.
Wow, I didn't think anybody would. That is interesting.
I also know as well.
Is Queen Alicia, and she like slams her book shut in her hand, looks towards rescue. She stands up. Eris, you've returned.
Marduk bows deeply.
I also
Yeah, let's bow.
with a
Alright.
bit of throw up in my mouth right now.
Right, Garf also makes the woman bow.
She gazes over you. Raise your hand.
Raise our heads.
Raise our heads, yeah.
As
Right.
Eris kind of steps forward. It's like, my lady, yes, we've returned. And the queen kind of cuts her off. I thought you died. We were prepared to move on, but what do you bring back? Eris begins to essentially give a report of events that seem slightly familiar to you guys.
Oh,
No.
do tell us what we can hear. They say.
The cart we found, Mistress, was intercepted before we managed to reach it. We found it slightly off the path, raided, no signs of the guards or wormwood. Whoever
Oh, no.
did attack the cart appeared to have managed to open it and take the contents.
Should we tell them?
Mm-mm. You shut up.
Nope.
On our way back, because we didn't want to disappoint you or return empty-handed, so we did a little more research, and we had found another card bearing similar markings heading for the capital. And so our group attempted to capture that one. However, it appears the Trymirian assassins were the envoy, and we suffered fatal casualties, only me and Forced surviving before finding ourselves within the king's prison. There were much greater compassions than we had anticipated, but we did try our best, and she looks around at you guys. These people aided us in our escape, and we believe that they might be powerful allies. She glances at you, Mara. It's like one of them is. Never mind.
Kind of under my hood, just stare down at her, like a blood vein pulsing in my in my head. Shut your.
Yeah, so she like sees that. She's like, never mind. Queen sits back down in her throne. She rests her chin on her neck.
I remember my throne.
It's quite the interesting story. Well then, why don't you introduce me to your new friend? And she looks towards the group of you. Introduce yourself.
Does that imply that we introduce ourselves or
I'm Toriel Braveheart, royalty, a paladin in training.
I am Queen from Korea.
Queen Tiff. And like her eyes have this strange like glow to them.
Fancy.
It's a little unsettling to look at.
Can I decipher what's the meaning behind the look is?
Inside.
Is she fancy?
We will know. 8. Okay. No.
Hey, I mean, yeah, she's kind of hard to read. But she kind of smirks as you mention that you're the queen. Hmm. Now this is interesting. You say the king imprisoned you.
Yes, and took my adopted daughter.
Apologies, I don't mean to laugh at your strife. I just feel as if you could be a good friend.
I would hope.
Well, how about my lady? And she kind of bows her head slightly
My
towards
lady.
you,
Towards what?
towards Tiffany. The fact that Tiffany's mentioned she's a queen, she's just completely ignored the rest of you. Like Toriel, like valiantly introduced herself. She's just been completely overlooked and everything.
I'm okay with that.
Perfect. Love it. Please keep going, Tiff.
How about I invite you to dine with me, Steve, and we can discuss matters.
That would be delightful.
Very
Are
well.
you interested in meeting Joe?
What?
Please go on.
I bring with me 2 bodyguards as well, and I gesture towards Mara and Marduk, but I don't tell them their names.
I just bow my head even deeper down when bow towards the queen.
Her eyes dart to those two and then back to you. I'd expect nothing less. Royal traveling alone can be very dangerous.
Indeed, has been.
Garf kind of slips a little laugh.
Oh,
Why, you a jerk? I'm gonna throw something. Take this blue stick.
Wait, what?
Garth, you speak out to her and her eyes narrow and she like turns her full attention towards you. And you are...
My lady, I'm nothing more than just a humble mercenary. My name is Garf of Saltwind. I've been Her
I
Majesty's.
don't care.
Yes!
Well, suits you well, I guess.
advise not to speak out of turn with the president, lest you face the consequences. I'm glad we understand. She turns back to Tiffany. Well, I've heard tales that you are a fellow practitioner of the arcane arts, so I open my halls to you until dinner is prepared.
So she's letting me study around her area. Or...
I give you free reign of the halls for an hour or two.
My... I think of posh things to say. I'll just say thanks. I was going to say gratitude, but I'll just say, why thank you.
And she bows her head towards you again.
I bow back.
She goes back to reading. But Aris, if you could give a full written report to one of the Inquisitors, most grateful. Eris, who you notice now is like sweating literal beads, like her face is dripping. Like, yeah, yes, my lady.
Oh, Eris is a sweetheart.
Is,
She turns and begins to walk towards you.
I let Tiffany walk in front before I.
is the hall
Behind her.
downstairs her area downstairs? Like, I'm just asking what it looks like. Is it downstairs?
Oh yeah, down the elevator back into the main hall where you were call, and there's also a stairway that goes downwards.
Do you reckon how much could I cram knowledge in an hour?
The halls are a big place.
Do you reckon I can find any way about transmutation magic, the stones we stole, and about
Well, your magic disappearing.
yeah, I'm trying to get the notes up because I can't remember his name. It's been a while.
Sir,
So,
yeah,
Ceric.
Sir.
Find stuff about him as well. If not, you know.
So the queen goes back to reading her book, and Eris leaves the room.
I let Tiffany walk in front.
And assume the rest of you walk out behind him.
Certainly.
The doors slam shut by themselves. You guys got me a later, go back down. Colt, who's moved about 30 feet and is still walking from
Do we need assistance? You're trying to say.
Am I allowed to just go off and study? Because I'm going to go to the toilet now.
Eris, who, as the doors shut, let out a massive sigh. Just like,
Not pleasant,
I kind of
feel
just like put in like tap her awkwardly as it's saying good job.
she like gives you like a weak smile.
Okay, so Mara, you're my bodyguard. Do not speak.
Don't. Inside these walls, call me whatever. Call me Giselle something.
Okay, Emma, you're my bodyguard.
Emma, sure, yeah. Perfect.
You do not speak unless spoken to by the other queen. Just so this isn't meant to sound rude, but this is just how things work in the
Certainly.
So Forced walks off. Eris, she turns to you, Tiff. She's like, well, I didn't realize you were the queen of Valkyria. And she gives you like a courtesy. But it is
She's
massive
here
honor.
incognito. And Goff just about kind of wraps his arm around her. We're good buds.
No, can I have my moment with, please? So she curtsies and I say, no, please.
It's a great honor to be given free reign of the halls. If I can assist you in any way, I'd be more than glad to.
Well, we could use some quarters.
Porters.
I would like to learn about transmutation magic. I would also like to see if there's anything on, well, the stones we, intercepted. And I do like little air quotes.
What time? What time of the day did we arrive, Jen?
Tiff,
Evening.
Tiff.
Evening.
She doesn't know about the stones.
You did what now?
She doesn't know.
She does, though.
No,
She
no.
does.
Oh, fuck.
She don't know we intercepted them.
She does. That's why she got us here.
You
No,
did.
no,
No,
What?
she doesn't.
No, we.
She does know that we did that.
Eris is talking to Tiffany, guys.
I thought she knew. That's
You did
why
what
she
now?
brought us in. The stones you mentioned.
Yes.
I'd like to know
Don't
about them.
believe I mentioned any stones, but
Well, she is a queen and she does know a lot of stuff, so always be respectful.
Just made it her, well, duty to be well informed about the land she travels.
Tiffany, roll me persuasion. No disadvantage and no advantage because of Marla and Garth, and no disadvantage and no advantage because
Because fuck this
It's
situation.
alright, I got a 10.
10.
Huh.
Her eyes like narrow slightly. Very well. There are a number of places you could do a bit of research into transmutation. Our transmutation lab, and she motions to one of the 8 doors which adorn the room.
Oh, a lab.
The library, which is located downstairs.
Can she assist me in all these ways?
And the rest of you wanted quarters, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
We could
want
use some
to,
rest.
and I want to help Tiffany around to fit in this role of mine.
What I would like is Eris to just show us around while walking around, so she can tell us bits and pieces about the way the queen is and things like that.
Okay, so just try to think how I can do this.
While you think, I'm going to the toilet.
Cool, yeah. So, Eris is going to show you to the transmutation lab, and then she's going to take the rest of you to the quarters, and then she'll return to Tiff. So she essentially just walks you around the giant floating orb.
Excuse me, us, because I need to be bodyguard.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, just walk in the background.
and she takes you guys
Whatever.
to that door. The door opens for you. You enter. She asks the rest of you to follow her downstairs. You're met with a similar layout, minus the giant floating orb. It's kind of like 8 doors positioned around the hall. The hall is of similar size to the one upstairs. She opens the door, which leads into this like a black abyss, and she like motions her hand over it and like traces a symbol in the air, and it turns into almost like looking through the pensive from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It kind of liquefies and becomes the image of a room, and she motions you to walk through.
I will walk through.
Well, you're not there. You're with Tiffany upstairs.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought it. Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
So you God, Mara.
she leads the rest of you through, and it's essentially a guest room, rather fine. There's 8 beds in here, desks with drawers. There appears to be a room where you can bathe in the back. Yeah, it's just a very substandard room. Humble. Proper bed, sir.
Alright, Goff just
I'll
drops
take the biggest
Uh,
bet as usual.
drops the woman in one of the beds and, well, starts getting out of that fancy schmancy stuff. Back into his armor. Ah, nice.
Will you be joining the Queens for dinner?
Are all of us allowed?
No, it's not.
Will we?
Right.
Yeah, you're here. No.
Well, you said you were her bodyguard, so I would.
No, I said just
You,
Mara
yeah.
was.
No, did you
Mara
say
and-
Marduk
and-
and...
Yes, I'm Mara Murdoch.
Yeah, I regret saying Mara because he kind of worked for the order, so it would make sense if he was my bodyguard.
Well, didn't he get expelled? Sorry, guy.
Fine, whatever.
Well, just take
No.
Thoril instead.
No,
No,
just,
that-
just,
That makes sense.
I'm
Well,
sorry
just-
now.
You could all
No.
attend.
all attempt.
Yeah, let's let's attend.
I just wanted
No,
Yes,
to
sir.
I'll-
Okay.
I'll be back within the hour due to Queen
But no,
dining halls.
everyone has to come now.
I'm
With
not
that-
really sharp to meet,
with that,
meet her again, actually.
Eris turns and leaves. So, my question to Garth, Toriel, and Marduk is: are you doing anything, or are you just taking this hour to take your short rest?
Yeah, I'll take the shot.
Yeah, let's take a short rest.
Let's
Sure.
rest.
Okay.
This is
Oh shit! I should have.
right now.
So, with a short rest, you can use your hit die to heal up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm healing all the way.
You get any of your short rest bonuses. Such. Cool.
Sweet.
She makes her way back upstairs to Fiends and Tiffany. Mara and Tiffany.
Fiends and stuff on it.
You know, that great differentiation between your in-game name and out-of-game name.
Yes, perfect.
Isn't it
You
wonderful?
want a private moment with the queen.
So, what you're faced with at the moment is a large lab with various beakers which are boiling. There's two other people in here at the moment wearing order robes. One of them appears to be writing the book. The other one appears to be dealing with various boiling like flasks and counters. There's a number of like artifacts placed around the walls. And Eris essentially details to you that this is the transmutation lab
I know
specifically designed to cater to experiments.
Oh,
I know my way around.
Yeah, this lab seems pretty familiar to you too.
are we the only ones in here?
There's two other like order members.
Shit.
What? Wanted to sneak in a little sexy time?
No, I really wanted that. What?
I said it's errors, man.
Yeah, Eris is also with you. So
So I was gonna ask her while I'm doing some experiments, I guess. What would she say about the queen? Has she worked with her for a while? What's her relationship like with the queen?
well, the Queen is a great lady. I hold her in the highest regards.
In translation, she's a bitch.
She's my life. And as such, I can only hope to return the favor by dedicating my own to
How did you save your
that's
life?
Well, when I was a child, the Queen was on a procession through the lower ring. And for no reason I can attribute any sort of logic to, she picked me out of the crowd and offered me a book, study of evocation. I recited this book and read it every night before bed. Every time I woke up, when I had a free moment, I treasured it. It's my own little bit of gold.
So you say the people of Trymir, well, this area, respect the queen a lot.
Well, there are varying levels of respect for the nobles of this land, but in my opinion, the Queen is a great woman. And
Rabbit just sits in a corner, rolls her eyes.
Better than the king.
the King, she glances like around the room and she like leans in and whispers, "The King is a brute."
Oh, how you don't know it. Like, it's going to molest my child.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me.
He clearly took away my adopted daughter.
That's terrible.
Isn't it just fine? And everyone's like, no, you shouldn't bring her with us. She's just gonna get hurt. You're like, no, I'm a mother. I would respect my child. You keep saying, some things like, you can't have this over.
Can I?
What a
Can
little shit.
It's terrible. Do you have any idea of how to get her back? Do you know where she is?
I don't have a clue. And honestly, I'm in a difficult situation at the moment, so it's
If anyone can help you, definitely be his mother.
While these two are talking, can I like sit in a chair in near, try to take a short rest?
Are you staying here for the hour, Tiffany?
yeah, we'll be.
Yeah, you can sure rest, Mara.
Fantastic.
While we're having chit chats about does my friendship level go up with errors?
Mara goes to sleep.
Do I get like a +1 with interactions or anything like that?
What was it in Skyrim? Speech has increased.
Could I have that
Did
with errors since I'm really good with Vander and people?
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Maybe she'll love me. You know, maybe she'll move to Valkyrie. You never know.
How many shifts do you need, Tiff? Jesus Christ.
Can she do
I'm
it?
not saying to fall in in love with her. I'm just saying it's like, you know, make what's that thing called on the front?
Small
It's
talk.
called like allies in organizations, like you know.
So you essentially spend the next hour conversing with Eris and just having a little chats here and there, trading stories, talking shit. Essentially,
Tell her about Valkyrie and how that eventful it is.
yeah. She tells you about her life in the lower city, well, the lower slum, and then the lower city, and telling you how shit it was.
And then I tell her about how I lost my parents and died.
She tells you about how she almost lost her parents, but she managed to save them.
Yeah, I was a
Teach me.
bookworm. Yeah, we both like to read books. I could tell about all my books. I could tell about my library.
She's very interested in your library.
Jen, do I regain my spells after a short rest? Right.
Don't believe you do. It's long
I
rest
don't-
for you.
Oh no, please!
I believe the only person who gets spells back on a short rest is Tiffany.
I'm doing it that right now. That's why elves are awesome. Nice.
So yeah, the hour passes and Eris, keeping a mental track of the time,
That might be a bit too much.
it begins to motion towards you, Tiffany, and like let you know through the conversation you guys are having that you should probably begin wrapping it up and preparing.
Well, is what I'm wearing perfectly fine for dinner, or
Well, it does seem like evening wear. I can't say I get to pay much attention to fashion these days. As a member of the Order, I much have this, and that's about the extent of clothing.
completely understand my dear.
But it looks good.
Thank you. Should
Very
I go-
regal.
Should I go wake up Mara?
Yeah, Mara
Emma!
has kind of fallen asleep in your chair.
Emma! Emma, wake up! Emma!
Excuse me. Sure. Yes.
You better describe what I'm eating, Jen, because I like food, right?
Okay.
And
So, Eris asks you guys to wait outside the transmutation lab that she goes and retrieves Rescapai, brings him upstairs. She leads you to the back upstairs on the floating platform elevator, back between halls. This time you walk directly into the wall, facing away from where you went into the chambers before, which leads you into a banquet hall with an extremely long table laid out in front of us, around 32 chairs around this table. The queen is already sitting behind, on the head of the table, essentially, the most elaborate chair.
Suggestion where I'm allowed to sit.
She kind of taps the table, like, in the seat next to her.
This is with the queen.
I go. Can I like stand behind Tiff? I guess is the right way to be a bodyguard, right?
You just have your head down for the whole dinner.
It's up to you.
I stand behind her.
What the rest of you guys do.
I mean, are we allowed to sit at the table and, eat?
How many chairs is there?
There's 32 chairs.
Shit.
How many of
Yeah,
them? I imagine like 2 of them are used.
How many
I
plates
just-
is there?
Currently,
I just stand behind Tiffany.
every place on the table is set. The queen is sitting at the head of the table, and Tiffany has moved to a seat directly left of the queen.
After
I
you get
just
any
stand behind
invitation,
Tiffany.
so
I mean, I didn't openly declare myself a bodyguard, so I'm gonna eat.
Wait, what? Are we just not all there?
I mean, you all.
We are there, yeah, as far as
I
I
assumed
know.
I would have. Assumed I would go and have dinner with the servants, I suppose.
I mean, the only servants in the room are currently standing around the edge, like holding.
Okay, there's no like access to the kitchen or.
Not that you can see, no.
Ah, great. Okay. Well, then I'll have a seat, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have a seat as well.
Okay. You guys, where are you sitting in relation to the queen?
I
Well,
place myself on the right, on her right.
Hold up, let me.
Queen allow this?
next to Tiffany?
No, to the queen probably.
No, I sit
Oh,
next
yeah.
to I sit next to Tiffany.
Oh yeah, right. I was supposed to.
let me
I
do
referred to
this real
Tiff's with her. I'm sorry, got confused.
quick. Boo.
Oh, what a
What a
nice
table.
Yeah, brilliant. I know, right?
Oh well. Hey, it suffices, I guess.
That's me. I'm the weird circle.
You're the squiggly circle.
So, which one of these is Tiff?
Give me hair. Like this.
Give Chen a second too.
Oh my god, please don't draw on this while I'm trying to give you guys an idea of what's happening.
Okay,
Early might have been a bit much.
You have to have the two chairs on this.
I can draw my own shape. I was pink, right?
But yeah, we essentially have Tiffany here. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to be next to Tiffany, considering I'm I've only said I'm traveling with her and I'm not in her service. So if anyone's having a problem,
You
That's-
go ahead.
So Tiff's here, okay, then there's no to her right actually.
Tiff, Toriel,
Am I pink or
Well,
am
then I
I?
take- Well, then
blue?
take this one here.
you're pink.
Yep, I'm pink. Okay. Okay.
Right next to it for real.
But Tiff is also pink.
You use that color. This color that I'm squiggling.
Very quick. The pale
Alright, let's
pink.
let's squiggle.
Pale
More
pink.
pale.
That's wonderful. Wait a sec.
Absolutely
This is
fantastic.
me.
Why don't you use the picture I sent in the board?
No.
Okay, and that's Mara right there. Wait a second, Mara.
I'm standing behind Tiffany.
Can Murdoch be the one who stands over closest to the queen?
Okay, you guys stand
Sure.
behind her.
And I just when we before we come into the hall, I whisper to Murdoch, "You need to taste the food for her."
No, it's probably poison. I told Tiffany not to eat anything.
So,
But that's what I got to do.
as the queen is sitting there, the cult enters the room in the same way you guys did.
It wasn't told.
Spends quite a while walking around the table and ends up sitting here. And then another gentleman seems vaguely familiar to you, Toriel, and you, Marluck. Can't quite place it, but both of you two guys want to roll me a history check?
Hey, Mehdi.
It's my beef, probably.
He walks down and sits here. The opposite end of the table.
Yeah, 16.
Wow.
19.
Yeah, both of you remember this guy. This is the dude who took the ring from you and escorted you out of the desert into prison as initially were in.
Ah, love that guy. 10 out of 10. Wouldn't Garth remember him as well?
Yeah, Garth would remember too. I
No,
suppose.
Garth hasn't met him.
No, Garth was in that desert with us.
Garth
By
was
the
there. That's where you met
part.
Garth in the desert.
Yeah.
Yes,
I thought we
everyone
met
except Mara.
Garth doing after we teleported.
Shouldn't everyone in this group except for Mara know this guy?
I guess.
Oh wait,
Okay,
no.
but
Sorry.
okay,
Speed up.
keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Who are other joins the table?
No, that's it. Just Colt and this Inquisitor. Marduk, you definitely recognize it as Inquisitor clothing, which are essentially as an Inquisitor assigned to each region or town within, like major town area within Trymir.
We haven't callbacks to the time.
I mean, he made me float. I hated it, but it's all good. It's all in the past.
Yeah, no hard feelings.
Hey, are we all set?
Well, you guys are.
So food begins to be brought out and placed on the plates of people who are eating. There's various like platters positioned in front of the queen, yourselves. The queen kind of raises an eyebrow towards everyone sitting at the table. She's like slightly turns her head towards Marduk and Mara, who are standing behind Tiffany. She kind of shrugs and goes back to. She's just kind of watching the rest of you guys.
Back to the point. I don't think next check.
You want to check if your food is poisoned.
I don't know how I do that, to be honest.
Can I do like a proper bodyguard and go like, my lady?
Sure.
And
So Mara,
raise a hand to get a spoon or something, whatever.
so Mara signals to one of the servants bringing food out, who happily obliges, gives you a fork.
And I take like the tiniest piece of Tiffany's food.
You eat it. Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh no.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Told you not to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna like when Mara's gonna act, she's gonna goddamn act. Proper goddamn bodyguard. A natural one.
Oh.
Mara smacks to the floor. Natural one, so it turns into a 3.
So you taste the food and like you eat it a little too fast because it's just so goddamn good. Like
Oh,
this is probably
shit.
the best food I've ever had. But you like start choking on it a little bit. And you say,
Oh, Emma.
Queen's this like horrified, disgusted look on her face. Colt is just like. And the Inquisitor gentleman just isn't even paying attention at all. He's just like begins to like, cut into his steak, which is currently on his plate.
I just
Emma.
raise a hand. Excuse me, my lady, for my rudeness.
It's okay.
Your food is perfectly fine.
Thank you, Emma. I guess I start eating. I choke as well.
Yeah, so there's like the juiciest steak, like dripping with sauce, and there's some very finely roasted potatoes. There's sauces of veg scattered around the place. Interesting meats you've never seen before. There's bushels of berries and
The Neri berries.
Listen,
sure,
is there any good berries in too?
there are no good berries on this table.
Ah,
God.
rich people. Ugh.
Plates of caviar. There's fine wines. There's all various like jugs around the table. servants are like holding additional plates of food.
Oh,
So Green like cuts into the tiniest part of the steak, chews it very regally. About 5 minutes, and she turns towards you, Tiffany. So, pray tell, what brings you to the illustrious country of Trymir?
I finished eating some food. Oh, with mouth.
She
And I
winks.
turn and I say, well, originally, I was coming here on what should we say, maybe a holiday, I imagine, as nothing much was going on in Valkyria, and people were fine, economically, and
Oh,
yeah,
but I imagine you learned that's changed quite a bit, correct?
correct, that is actually why I was on my way to the capital at the moment, was just to inform you about the invasion. Pretty much, it's all been horrific. It wasn't much of a holiday.
She's got a slight smile on her face. So you came to ask for assistance?
I came to ask for that and also advice as well. You know, neighbouring countries, it's not great for the whole world to be against each other.
Well, I can drink to that.
I don't know if you've ever experienced. Shit, what's it called again? The sand people.
Sancake.
Sand cakes.
Sand cakes. If you've come across the sand cakes before.
No, but I've heard of them and their barbaric culture.
Yes, I hate to think that they get their sweaty paws on my marble palace.
Yes, I imagine that. It's quite distressing.
It really is, and I get all emotional because, you know, peasants touching my marble palace. It's, you know, sad.
They are terrible, aren't they?
I mean, I don't really know why the invasion started, as I was not there.
Well, I imagine that's the exact reason.
Afraid it might be. But I'm trying to get on my way back, I imagine, after this visit.
Well, yes, I would love to offer you some assistance, but
You're having, you know, your own personal.
yes, me and my son are having quite a disagreement.
That's probably why I didn't have kids.
Tell you, you're not missing out on much.
Tough balance with the queen.
But I believe we're in a situation where we could help each other.
Indeed. What do you propose?
Well, obviously I cannot match my son and his army in raw military power. So I must be a little more contrived with my methods of waging war.
Would you say outsmarting is the best way you're going to have?
Oh, without a doubt. Which is where you come in.
Yes.
I can't imagine the people would be too happy to learn that their dear king is imprisoned, a fellow royal.
No.
Well, of course, I couldn't just propose this out of the blue.
Let me just get my notepad. Right?
Yes, it'd be too easy for him to deny. So I'd need a little time to set things up. Perhaps maybe a festival of some sort to solidify the unity of our countries. Is this something you'd be opposed to?
I have to listen to more. A bit more Or, if you know what I mean, I'm not opposing the idea. The idea sounds great, but what else would be going on, you know, behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, not much. This is more of a public event to essentially shame him in front of his own people.
I can imagine a float.
The lips kind of like curl up at the side, and she smiles at the thought of embarrassing the king.
I quickly glance over at Toriel and Garth and see if they're listening to what the Queen's saying, or they just think, because obviously this is a decision at the end of the day that
Yeah.
I'm making, and I don't want my party to be like, ugh.
Well,
I mean,
are you guys stuffing your faces? Are you guys?
eating and
I was
listening.
Yeah, paying close attention.
I mean-
So
while
I'm looking at
getting the
you.
stick inside.
Are you gonna make any eye contact, like a head shake, a nod, or
I mean, a festival in your... What, a festival in her honor?
no of the uniting of our countries?
And then publicly shame the prince, the Briad king.
I don't know, psychological warfare seems beneath
I know
you,
this is out of
but
game 10, but I don't want to upset anyone in my party because
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
making a decision.
Garth smiles. That sounds like a...
I
Well,
understand that your council here must be of some regard. Sneers. Just on the fact that Toriel and Garth aren't really
what?
observing etiquette. Like neither of you two have been trained in. Like,
Oh no, definitely not.
So
well,
like
Bob
just-
Royal.
your like table manners are a bit.
Shitty.
Yeah,
Wow, Garth has been in well higher society.
not
He
this.
knows how to not fully embarrass himself.
So yeah, but she can. She's a queen. She can tell these things.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, not
Yeah,
a
so,
courtier. Exactly.
She's like, I'm sure your entourage.
Yeah, I met them on my way here, you know.
How
The northern area.
pleasant.
Indeed. Yes. But yes, your idea sounds perfectly fine, if I'm honest, if there's nothing I have to do that requires any payment or any obviously things that will have to go over like long term stuff.
Well-
This is just a
There is
Um,
one more factor that would be required for this festival to go ahead. Simple retrieval task, if you would like.
what is this retrieval task?
There's an artifact.
I wonder what it is.
But you just love it when you go and see Queen Elizabeth and she's like, before you leave me, please go fetch a stone in Scotland.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that it's a little contrived to ask a fellow queen to retrieve an item, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
What are you proposing I do?
Well, within Trymir, there are tales of a temple to the deity of magic.
Yes.
That's the part where you say midnight because you're such a great wizard and you know these things.
Midnight! She's like, wow, you're a great wizard. I'm like, I know it.
Wow, you actually know who midnight is. I'm so proud. Yeah, it is only tales, but if this temple does exist, there's an item that resides within, located in the deepest part of the shrine. If you bring it back here, it could be the focal point of this festival, and its very presence alone would be enough to reduce the king's power to almost none.
If I am unable to retrieve the item, would the alliance go ahead, or will it just?
Well, if you can't help me, then I can't help you, can I now?
Oh. Shady.
Right. Will we be supplied with any materials, if you know what I mean? I mean, maybe a means of transport we could have. My bodyguards are trained at driving horse and cart.
I'm sure I could procure the necessary transportation, but the best I can give you in terms of aid is information of the area.
Yes. What kind of information?
The last known location of the Temple of Mystra is within the Elder Woods. That buzzes a bell for you, Mara, and you, Marlock, both being from Trymir.
Yeah.
What bell? Can you explain, please?
Yes, she goes on to kind of elaborate about the Elder Woods and essentially talking things that you already know, but she basically explains that the Elder Woods are a forest that's sentient.
That's sentient, so it has its own conscience.
Consciousness, yes.
It's alive.
It's alive. It moves. It
Tree herders.
changes. It's very hard to navigate.
Is it like the tree in
Lord of the Rings.
no, what was the tree
Harry
called?
Potter.
No, it was a town in Trymir where the elves lived.
Ah,
No,
it's your son?
actually, yes.
It is
That-
like that tree.
That tree is
Oh.
a seed from the Elder Woods.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I missed that session.
Fuck.
It's where the elves live.
Oh, but it was corrupted. It was corrupted by the heart, wasn't it?
Oh, you're talking about the one in Sealsa, no.
Okay, so the forest is sentient. It's alive. It's hard to navigate through it.
Mhm.
Is there anything else?
There is singular safe path, but that path will only take you from one side of the forest to the other, and to the rest of the northern continent of Alestria. But what we're looking for is still located within the bounds of Trymir, somewhere deep within the Elder Woods.
Right. So that's the only.
Believe me, I wouldn't be asking you if it wasn't necessary, but
I'm not.
It must also be rather dangerous,
I'm
otherwise
not-
you would have done it yourself a long
I'm
time ago,
not
I
familiar
suppose.
of the
Well-
area of Trymir. Could I have a map? If that is okay, as I've only really been to 2 or 3 cities.
so yeah, Marduk pulls out his handy map.
Yeah, okay.
No, but like a map over the Eldritch Woods.
And he's like, hey, look, all this area up here is the Elder Wood.
No, but like a map over the
Closer.
area of the Eldritch
Uh,
Woods.
I
Map.
think it's Uncharted.
A map of the Elder Woods, the changing forest.
Yeah,
So, we're kind of talking
maybe there is.
this area, probably.
It's like a live documentary going over it.
No, are you sure you're a local?
Yeah, but the Elder Woods is ever changing. Like they may, like I don't think Mara is gonna go into the Elder Woods that much.
I am fine with taking up your proposal.
Believe me, I would have sent one of my own to accomplish this task. However, I believe there's a spy within my midst. so my hands are tied.
Your trust is well placed in our Majesty.
Well, we have mutual ground to achieve, and seeing as you were recently imprisoned by a common enemy,
Is it okay if Eris can come with us as well, or she has other business with you?
I'm sorry, who?
I said her name wrong. The girl who was showing me around the transmutation lab.
There's a slightly blank look on her face.
The one who stepped before you to announce our presence and her return.
Ah, yes, Aris. Sure.
Are you sure you can? Are you sure you can
She was
spare
very
her?
helpful with assisting me this afternoon in your beautiful transmutation lab.
I do not doubt that, but is it really necessary for her to come along?
You be
Look at-
quiet. Sorry.
As you wish, madam. As you wish.
He tends to speak over royalty, and it's very annoying.
Yes, I would recommend that you punish.
Oh, I don't want to.
I can do it for you if you wish.
Oh!
And a slight smile creeps up the side of the mouth.
Okay, Garth just looks blankly terrified.
Can I?
And the biggest "don't you mess with me" bitch's face she's ever been able to pull. Yes, I will take up your offer. How long do you reckon it would probably take for this all to happen?
Well, that depends on your ability to navigate the Elder Woods.
It does, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
But until then, I suppose our deal will be remained secret within the public of Trymir, as of course if
Well, only
Things
the
don't
people
work well.
in this room will know.
yes.
The people
Can
in
I
this
look
room
over
being-
to the one on the end of the table?
Mhm.
What is he doing while they talk about this?
He has just been eating his food. He's been looking up occasionally, raising an eyebrow at Toriel and Garth, and going back to his food.
It's still, is it like night time now?
It's probably getting deep into the night.
Would
Late
it be
night.
allowed, would it be okay if we stayed the night and set off in the early morning?
Yes, of course. I assume that you've been given quarters already.
Yes, indeed we have.
You're welcome to prepare yourselves as much as you need. I'm sure if you ask Erica, was her name?
Yes, I'll ask.
Emma.
Eris.
I'm sure she'll assist you in whatever preparations you need to do.
Are we finishing the food? So I kind of want to like, thank you for the meal.
Yeah, you could probably get together.
Well, Your Highness, this has been absolutely splendid. It is amazing. I can talk to somebody on the same wavelength as me. It has been ages.
Oh, I completely share the sentiment, I do have to say. And she looks across the table at the Inquisitor, who's just kind of solemnly eating his food. The company around here is rather droll.
I wish you all the best until I return between you and your son.
Safe journeys.
Thank you. And I get up and I bow and I assume my bodyguards push my chair before me.
Yeah, of course we do. Of course I do.
Thank you. I can give you a pay rise.
She nods her head towards
We
you.
leave after the queen.
I
Our queen.
bow to like, what do you call it when women bow? Like the
Curtsy.
I curtsy towards the queen and I follow Tiffany.
Right.
Garth goes in front and opens the door for Her Majesty.
Ah, sweet. Slay.
As you guys are leaving, she calls out, "You there, Orc."
Yes, my queen.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Didn't he change his face? Just.
My brother is evil. I have a twin.
I'm a local, my queen. You must have seen me around.
With your
These
bodyguard.
days-
With your bodyguard.
That makes sense.
Is a local.
When the queen has seen every one of Trymir.
These days I don't need palace much. But I can't place your faith.
I call out like
Just follow
Franklin!
my queen.
Franklin! Let's go. Bodyguard. Franklin!
Maybe he just have those kind of faces.
Excuse me, my lady, my queen needs me.
Of course.
Bardock kind of walks very casually to Vinny.
Oh, that was brilliant. I haven't. We're in the corridors, by the way, when I'm saying this.
Yeah. Eris is standing outside the door. She was kind of just waiting there. She's like,
Eris, you're.
Hello? Did it go well?
Yes, your team has assigned you to another mission, which is assisting me and my squadron.
Companions.
Or salutes.
I had hoped to continue with my research, but if it's what the queen wants, then I'm happy to oblige.
Your queen wanted it very much.
You can do research. If you ever come to Valkyria, the library is yours to just run around in.
Oh well, thank you. And she curtsies.
Ah.
What may I ask is the nature of our task?
Well, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say, but I will inform you when we arrive at the Elder Forest.
The Elder Woods.
Yes. The Elder Forest? I think I wrote forest. No, I wrote woods.
Elderwoods.
Her face like drops. It's just like,
I just have like the biggest smile on my face. Oh, what fun we're gonna have, right, Eris? Just grab her by the waist and we start to walk down the hall.
Elder Woods.
Oh yeah, what a pleasant area.
Well,
So, would anyone? What about the Elder Woods? Is so scary.
Can we have a
Yes.
squad meeting?
I think Eris for not telling the queen who I am.
Why don't we have a squad meeting?
We can go back to our quarters. Eris, is there a place for servants to eat?
Oh yeah, you didn't eat. I felt so bad. I was gonna throw you like some berries.
No, it's okay.
Don't you have like elderberries?
No, I don't have any more.
The servants that serve here aren't technically physical, and as such they don't eat.
Hey Mara, you can have one of my rats if you want.
Do you need some food?
Yes, I am starving.
I
I
could bring
didn't.
for you.
That would be fantastic. Absolutely fabulous.
Just don't choke on this one this time, Emma.
well, oh nice.
Queen Tiffany.
So Eris leads you guys back to your quarters, and she dips out of the room for half an hour, 45 minutes or so, and she comes back with a sizable plate of food for you, Mara. Nowhere near as good as the tiny morsel you tasted of Tiffany's food.
Alright. So
That was the next level, but it's a hot meal. It'll do.
It's a meal. Perfect.
I love playing myself as a character. It's great.
I chomp down the food and thank you very much for your kind.
So, let's talk strategy.
Yes, I would love if someone informed us why the Elder Woods are so dangerous.
The
Well-
Elderwood. Oh,
Everyone who goes to the Elderwood dies.
Pretty much.
cheers.
How wonderful.
Well, she didn't kill us
man.
by poison. Now she wants us to go to the Elder Woods. Basically the same thing.
Well, if we get out alive, I trust you know about the king, right?
Don't we have to report back to certain groups first?
This is why
You shut your mouth.
You'll report to her,
What the hell? Shut the hell up.
Your Majesty.
You don't you worry.
Marduk gonna cast Deafen on Garth for saying that. Deafen and
What?
mute.
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
I still do that. I just wanna do that. Can I please do that, Shem?
just because it's fun.
Deafen and mute on Garth right now.
Oh.
I mean, the queen they need punishment.
Exactly.
This is all the time you talk over me.
What for?
Blindness and deafness is the spell I believe you're talking about. Correct?
Will he be able to still speak?
You can choose to either blind or deafen him for 1
But
minute.
if he deaf, he can't speak, can he?
He definitely can't hear.
Deaf he
Yeah,
can't
but most deaf people can't speak.
You need him to be mute. He just speaks louder when you're deaf.
Yes, and learn.
I'm pretty sure I have a silent spell somewhere. Give me a second.
You do not have a silence spell.
So yeah.
But oh well.
About the Elder Woods.
You can
So-
deafen him if you'd like, but you don't have a silence spell.
To start off, each
That's not
of
happening.
you guys who went with me into shopping, you owe me 212 gold pieces for your
Are
intricate outfits.
serious about money.
No, I don't.
How about
Yes, you
it?
do.
No,
How about I
don't.
turn you? How about I turn you in and we split the money?
We split the money.
Yeah, well, you basically owe Garth
Can you
an
just
armor, so
Yeah, you don't know about that, Marek? You don't know about it. That I took.
I actually do.
No.
Everyone knows, everyone
Yeah, I
knows
was
about
the
it,
shadow fiend near you when you took it, so
No, you weren't in a room. We took-
Can-
I'm pretty sure everyone saw and
No, because no,
Right, right.
we were sleeping. We were in two-man rooms. I slept with Garth.
Stop picturing things.
yeah, but Garth doesn't have the armor, so I can get
Just
to square.
pay the lady.
Like, but I still
Fine,
pay,
fine,
pay
fine,
for your
fine.
outfits. I'm
Can-
not a bank,
How about we go sell our outfits and then we'll pay you?
but I
I-
won't get as much money back.
It's true.
Probably not, but that's as good as we
how much?
212.
Fine, I take 212 gold out of my sack.
Right.
Alright.
And then next, Mario, give the lady.
Put it on my
money.
tab.
Sure, I'll pay her.
Garth, give the lady her money.
He doesn't have the money, which is the problem.
Peasant.
But, so, okay, so Toril pays up.
Well, at least I still have my abilities.
Toril? Alright, yeah, sure. Toril paid up.
Toril, sorry.
Tor-
Yeah, Toriel needs to pay 424 gold.
No, she needs to pay 212.
Yeah, but he counted us too.
No, what?
Yeah.
Like, in total it was 850.
Yes, and you.
Yeah, and we had 4 people. Marduk,
Okay,
Uh,
wait,
Mara, Garth,
There
and
was,
Toril.
there was 4 people, but you paid for 5 because Toriel's
I
rested.
thought I paid for my own outfit though.
no, you didn't.
Because he said Toriel was 2 outfits, and
Yeah,
Mara, and Garth. You
It was-
paid for 4 people.
It was 850 gold in total. You paid for 4 people, but one of those people was comprised of 2.
Okay, so you owe me. Okay, Marduk, it's 270. No, 170. Sorry.
I
Toriel,
already gave you 212.
yeah, I'm giving you the spare back because Toriel counts for 2.
How much are you giving him back?
And give him back.
Then why is it
That's-
more? Why do I need to pay you more money?
Yeah, I'm not saying you need to pay me more money. I'm saying I give you money back because I took too many money from you. So I give
Ah.
you back 32.
32
No, 42. Is it
or
42? So 70, and that's two. So that's 340 from Toriel. 340.
Yeah, I'll give her that.
You'll give me that, okay. And then I only need money from Garth. Put it on your tab, as
Yeah.
you call it.
Wait,
Thanks.
Don't-
wait,
don't-
wait,
But remember, I am not a bank.
where's
Hold
the
on,
Google
I
Docs?
got Mara's theme.
Tiffany has
My
a
theme?
pot, but we didn't put any money into it.
How much left over do you have in the party phone? Not a lot, but let me check. In the party phone, we have 80 gold. We keep spending
I-
our horses.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
really stack up.
I mean, it's been a
Let's go back into our room and we talk further
So, how
about
much
this.
does he owe
You guys are in your room with Eris.
it's been a
We
long
are in a room.
it's been a long
Wait.
time since we made any real money.
Eris
Yeah.
is just kind of sitting, watching you guys sort out your money, and she kind of ponders how the fuck you guys are supposed to go about doing the Elder for it.
I give Tiffany 2 of the diamonds.
Diamonds?
Oh,
What diamond? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
She gives you 2 diamonds. Each diamond is worth 1,000 gold.
Put that into the party fund, please.
Just cram some diamonds in the man. How much are the diamonds
Nice.
worth?
1k. So that's 2,000 gold pieces in like value.
Okay.
We need to get that
In diamond form.
in diamond form.
Diamonds
mine too.
worth 2,000. Diamonds worth 1,000 gold. Two.
Right, cool, done that.
Oh, and Garth, you
Yeah.
at the last inn we were in, you for some reason left this on the floor. I hand him his plate.
Oh wow! Shit.
ah, I wonder where it went to. Thanks.
How much does Garth owe you?
He owes me 170. Should I send him the stats, Jim, for it?
Yeah.
Are you just amazed? But I'm giving it to him finally.
I mean, it's been quite a few sessions, man.
I didn't have the chance in the last few sessions, to be fair. Because we've been in prison, I can't give it to him on the
Sure.
right.
Sure.
Right?
Whatever you say.
All right.
Was it complete?
Yeah, the plate of protector.
I'll send it, man.
No, I already sent.
Oh, cool.
Over what?
Can you send me what you sent him, just so I can double check?
Is this my music?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a sec, I have to go here.
Right.
It's a bit closer.
Can you maybe help me, Tiffany? I acquired this necklace.
Oh, quite fitting.
Can you see what is, or if it's magic or anything?
We'll try. Check.
Right.
Do I roll arcane?
It's the strained necklace with chain and 8 multicolored orbs.
Right.
What are you trying to do, Vassar?
I want to like look at some of the stuff.
Tiffany, you can tell it's magical, and that's about what you can tell.
Why have we still made picture? It's magical, Mara, and I smile painfully.
Oh wow! Thank you,
Yeah,
Eris. Are you? Maybe. Can you see what it's enchanted with then?
I could give it a look, and she takes it from you. Begins to look over it. You give me about 5, 10, 15 minutes, and
Wait, can I
If you
study
stay
my-
in here with it, then sure, you can have all the time you want.
I'm not going anywhere. We still need to figure out what we're doing in the Elder Woods.
Thank you.
Wait, do you know how? Okay, 1 second. Do you know how I only need half amount of sleep? In the time that I'm awake, can I study my necklace of Santa Tatum? Is that possible?
It depends what you're trying to do.
Ah, quite famous.
I want to understand what I have to do to make me live and everyone die, or select people die, or everyone heals. You know, just those kind of things.
I'll say you can spend the time, those 4 hours that you don't take sleeping, to study that.
Thank you. Technically, I can still use it.
And I must say, Chris just wrote me, it's a fitting theme. Yeah, this music is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have my it running in the 90s. Tiffany's thinking theme.
It's like. Can I also?
It's that bloody song.
No, you're not,
That bloody
Chris.
song.
Yeah,
Why
it
am I
is.
typing in the Roll20 chat?
Because I thought, well, maybe it's not interesting for you all, but Garth actually also can't wear this armor.
Garth can't wear it, Jim.
Can you not?
Well, maybe by...
What was the AC again?
He needs minimum strength of 16.
My strength got decreased after, well, getting...
Can I wear it?
Your strength is what? 15.
Oh yeah, Forel, do you have 16 strength?
More than that.
Okay, well, this piece
Oh
of
my
armor
god.
has an AC of 15.
Toril is gonna be too goddamn powerful then. This was
Well.
supposed to be to Garth.
Can I? The question is, can I wear it?
Can I wear
You
it?
can indeed wear it, but
No.
it means your AC will become 15. And if
Didn't
you're
we
wear-
say it was too small?
Hold up, listen. Toriel, if you wear this armor, your AC becomes 15
Yes.
while wearing it.
Yes.
If you use your shield, it becomes 10.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, exactly.
So it's a downgrade.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I
Yes,
mean,
anyway.
what about the stats?
You get resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing from non-magical sources. And if you're standing between an ally and the source of damage within 15 feet, you can negate the damage.
That would be handy.
So essentially, if someone fires, if a dragon breathes fire at you, the person standing right behind you doesn't have to make a dex save. They just don't take damage.
I mean,
What if Garth does like some sit-ups and becomes
yes, useful that would
like-
be. Yeah, it is a straight. It's armor-wise, it is a downgrade for me.
It's downgrade, but it was. I guess it was supposed to be to Garth. But
Wait, would it be an
So-
upgrade for Garth?
how long does it take for Chris to level up? If you look at it like
Who knows?
shit.
Give us hope.
Garth, what's your base armor level with your armor?
Well, I've noticed that my chainmail is actually 16 AC.
But if you like, this is a set. Chris. Well.
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
Let's
so-
go sell it.
No.
Garth can
no.
finally make money.
I can put it back into my bag of holding until it comes of use, maybe. If
mean-
that would be
Well, thanks for the offer, but I would carry it myself if that's a... Well,
that's
manageable at the
alright.
game.
It's
Okay,
just
thanks.
because I have a bag of holding, so I didn't.
How's he gonna carry that? He doesn't have a bag holding.
He's got a backpack. He can put it in the backpack. It's only a chest.
Okay, can I what? Okay, Tiff, can you also look at these things? I
Why do you torture me?
show her this ivory statue, the antique snuff box, and golden hairpin,
Like, can I look at them, Chad?
and
I'm
go,
a
back with
researcher,
Phil,
by the way. Just
They're
Sure,
very.
I'm having
and
a-
and the beans, and the beans.
Right. What? An investigation, maybe?
Roll an investigation.
12.
Well, the bag of beans are magical. Everything else is mundane but extremely well crafted.
Bag of beans, magical, and everything else is mundane. You can
Can
become
you
more
s-
in the beanstalk.
Eris, can you also look at these beans while you're at it?
I can try.
What time is it now? It must
Hey
be like,
guys, me Aris.
It's me, Eris.
must be like 2 in the morning now.
So,
It's about 11 p.m.
oh, that's not bad then.
10, 11 p.m.
Okay, so I will sell the golden hairpin, the snuff box, the iris statue, and it will go into the fund.
Can I wear the golden hairpin?
Is it? No.
Oh. What did you do? I feel like it's all, like, bars.
Can I ask a general question to Marduk?
Sure.
Marduk, how
Say
much?
no.
No,
Why were you
no, like maybe kind of out of game, kind of in game as well. Kind of you have the bag of holding, right? How much money is still in the bag of holding?
Few thousands. Why?
Because technically that's everybody's money.
No, it's not.
It really
My
is.
money.
I know distinctly we found a bag of holding and we said, you know what? We'll give this to Marduk. So it's like
But
it's like
everybody
everybody's
had,
bag of holding. So it's
but
everybody's money.
I found the bag of holding, and that's a conversation for another time.
Franklin, don't be such a teacher. Give the boy his money. I mean, group.
What?
Carry on. This is good. I love it.
You know, I didn't waste 3,000 money enchanting a hammer.
That is true. But could we not split it and put half in the party fund and the rest?
I have already put my share of the money.
And yeah, I did. I put like a lot of money into the pot.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Something I wanted, I think, from the get-go, but no one agreed with me. The one with the party fund should have the bag of holding, so the party fund is in the bag of holding. That just makes sense.
And since I'm a high authority, that's why we need me to party leader so I can talk.
Yeah, like I.
So I can talk to mayors and queens and people like that.
Okay.
Because I was
Later, guys. Later, please.
No.
When is
When are we
later?
gonna talk
No,
about
this is out of game. Everything you're talking about is out of game right now.
No, it's
Why do you think I'm calling you Franklin?
Eris is sitting there just like, guys, we're gonna die.
Franklin, just you look at the necklace, okay? We're talking business here. Just keep looking at the necklace and then the beans afterwards, if you will be so kind.
I'll do it. But we're gonna die.
We're gonna be. We're gonna be fine.
Everybody got money from Medusa.
Yes, everybody got as much money as they
Since
could
you didn't
carry.
fight Medusa.
Nope.
And I had to carry Garth with me, so I could have.
In a bag of holding, which I'm pretty sure
so
means it weighs
I
nothing.
could have carried more stuff in it, except like all my.
Very selfish right now. Not what a bodyguard's supposed to
You know, I choose. This is in game. I choose not to answer. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
It's not ridiculous.
It's the truth. We found a bag of holding. We gave it to you as like the holder for the entire group. So technically, everything in the bag of holding is for the entire group.
Sure. Okay. Not the gold.
Exactly the gold. Everybody got as much money as they could carry for themselves, and everything left over should have been for the party fund. Well,
Fine,
yeah, fine.
I have like 6,000 gold. Okay.
That's Garth doesn't even have 170.
Yeah, I no longer have any money because I just paid
how
more
much
of it.
gold any of you had before?
Well, before we started, I had about 2,000. I still have
Tiffany,
about...
how much gold did you have? Garth, how much gold did you have?
When?
Well,
Oh,
when I
about
started,
300. Back then I didn't get to fill my pockets
At
with
the
it.
very
Okay,
beginning,
and
I
I'm
had
not
like
complaining.
200 gold.
when I started, because
I
my
had
character-
nothing when I started. I'm
I'm-
sorry.
I'm just saying.
Queen, and my country's under attack.
I'm
You're
just
saying,
saying. Excuse me,
"Not have
Eric.
6,000 to yourself."
Eric, we could just maybe put them into the group, because we're gonna need to buy some stuff when we go into the woods, right? You heard about the place.
I will do that, but can we
Why
not
not
talk
now?
about this right now?
When?
We need to talk about it though, because we need money.
Fine. How much do you want me to commit?
How much do you see fit? Because
Okay, how much money did how much money did everybody get just for free use of the Medusa?
nothing.
Well, you weren't there. Or were you there?
Where?
When we
Well,
fought the
I-
Medusa and we got
No,
a lot of
I've
gold.
been with the worm.
Pretty sure
I
everyone
just-
got like what, 2,000 gold? About
And I
that?
just
Well,
and I
except the
just
one
put
guy.
and I just put in 2k into your party fund.
Okay, so if you divide 6,000 by 5, everyone gets 1,200 each.
Yeah, but come on, Sid. I didn't get the
What?
6,000 just from the Medusa.
Why are you being so upset? If it's everyone's gold, you have no problem.
It's not everyone's gold. I got like 3,000 from the Medusa.
We didn't get. Why would you get 3,000 and no one else?
You feel no? We got everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone got money from the Medusa. Everybody spent some money from the Medusa. It's just Marduk got the most because the bag of holding had much more space than everybody else could carry.
Yeah, and a while ago you claimed all that money was yours, but it isn't.
It isn't. It really isn't. The thing that Marduk could carry was his own. The thing that's in the bag of holding is everyone's.
Well,
Marduk kind of ignores everybody right now.
Sure, right, Mark. Emma,
He
get the
goes back to
bag.
sleep.
Emma, get the bag. Do you friggin' rogue shit?
No, you know what? If he ain't gonna
No, right?
participate into the party's
fair.
I
fun,
said I
If
would,
he-
but you guys keep ignoring me. So
No, we're asking
please,
for
Yeah,
it now.
I'm sa-
we're not
I'm s-
gifting us it now.
what?
I'm pretty sure we're asking for it now.
we because the party fund was pretty low. We need to
Well,
restock it.
You're asking very rudely.
Because you're not listening. You're like, no, I'm gonna go to sleep.
No, I am listening. You guys are
I would.
talking over the thing I'm
Can I
saying.
make a suggestion that we all vote on for the general's future? I would like to be the party fund to be in the bag of holding, and
No.
whoever has.
No,
We're gonna cast a vote on it, all right, Marduk?
No.
It makes logical sense.
I'm not giving up the bag of holding.
We
No,
c-
we're not saying.
And I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Marak, we're not saying you should.
I-
We're not
I
saying you should give
don't-
up the bag of holding.
I don't want to. You know what? Fine.
No.
I'll take the party fund, but I'll be the leader of the group.
No,
He's not
we're
the
not
leader
saying
of the
that.
group anymore.
No, because we cast a vote because of
Wha-
my
wha-
character.
Okay, let's cast two votes. One, if the party fund should be in the bag of holding, and the
Why
should-
would you want the party fund in the bag of holding?
so
Because-
so every money is simple because the money everybody carries on their person is free money for them to use. Money in the bag of holding is party fund. It makes sense.
It can also weigh a lot because there's a lot of money.
There could be a shit ton of money in there.
We could even have half in your
No.
bag.
That's
Excuse me. Can you please explain why it's troubling
So hard.
for
It's
you to
very
have?
troubling to do that. I'm sorry.
How's it troubling?
This is
If
out
we
of
don't
game
have-
conversation. This is
No,
not
no.
in-game conversation right
We
now.
are having it in game. You're going, I'm going.
No.
In game. No.
yes, I'm having this.
I said I'm sleeping.
No.
No,
you guys
when-
talking
when?
to the sleep guy.
When did you say that?
When Turiel talk to me.
No, we're talking to you in game. That's why I keep saying Franklin, right? It's not hard to get the money out of the bag and we sort it out, right?
We-
There's only,
we-
80, there's only 80 gold in the bag of, in the currently the party fund, right?
Plus the
Marlo
2,000.
Just asked, easily asked, can we get it out and sort it out? I'm not asking you for the bag of holding. All I want to know is that we can sort the party fund out for the moment.
Fine, I said I'll put 3,000 in the party
You
fund.
didn't. You said you didn't want. You wanted.
You guys are not listening.
I'm trying. I really
Said
tried.
3,000.
'Cause
is
everybody
yours
is
from
talking.
Lisa. No, right? That's
What?
not what's happening, right? You didn't say I'll take out 3,000. You said 3,000 was your off Medusa. Is what you said.
Yeah, then I'll take everything and put it. I take these 3,000 and put them in the bag of hold and party fund.
And that's fine. Like that. Totally
It wasn't
fine.
hard, was it? No.
What's the problem?
It's just we
It's not
needed
your
to
being the
restock.
problem.
We're trying to restock the party fund, and you said
Yeah, and 3,000 will do that.
no. But you started to make a discussion out of it.
No, I'm not. I'm not making any discussion.
Eclipse.
We went, can we have the money? You went, oh, I'm going to sleep, mate. Like,
I only said I don't want to take care of the body fund, party fund.
yeah, I'm doing that. I have the party fund.
Yeah, I just, wanted to ask if it would, because it would make
would
logical
also-
sense to me that the party fund would be in the bag of holding.
Or I also have a bag of holding.
That's what I said. We can.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I also have a bag of holding.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I-
you like own yours. Marduk kind of just we as a group decided
And
Marduk can hold.
because he got it.
No, we found it like collectively as a group, and we
Oh,
decided
Yeah, we found it in a session, but Marduk took it. Big deal.
we we decided.
Give it.
Then I own your flaming sword as well, because you can summon it and it's mine.
We decided as a group that Marduk can carry
Can
it.
we please stop being asinine? Please.
Can we? Okay.
3,000 gold, that's what I'm committing.
3,000
End-
goes.
End of story.
All right,
It's
Mara.
party.
Mara, I know.
Okay.
Could you be committed
love
to that your bag of that your actual bag of holding is the new party fund, and anything that you can carry on your person, if we ever raid like infinite money, anything you can carry on your person is your money, and anything that goes into the bag of holding is the party fund. Would that be all right with you?
Sure. So we have 3,080 plus
Plus the
two
2 diamonds, so we have 5,080 in the party fund.
I also give 800 gold from my personal.
Right. I'm back from a phone call.
We-
What's
we-
going on?
We don't need your personal money, Marduk. That's not the problem at all. You can keep your own money.
Yeah, well, I tried.
We just want to figure out how to. Don't smash your head on everyone.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
That's Tiff, I think.
All right, now that we sorted this out,
Right.
sure, let's
Going in the party fund?
5,080.
Sorry, I want
Technically
money for some
3,000.
potions, but whatever.
no! You can keep the 800.
I was making an argument. You apparently didn't even understand my argument, but
Yeah, and I said I was asleep.
Just go to sleep as soon as the argument's
And you decide that on yourself, by yourself.
I wanted to cast a vote. I didn't decide anything. I made.
And I was sleeping.
I brought up
okay.
a
Okay,
problem.
We're
We're
I'm
done.
Party fund.
We
have the money. The party fund is figured out.
All
But
right.
now, okay.
let's.
There is in total there is 5,000 5,080 gold pieces.
That is fantastic.
Okay.
That is
okay?
great.
Her Eris is crying.
Okay, Eris, did you find anything about the beans?
Yeah, I found out about the beans.
Can I hug Eris?
Can I get?
She hugs you back. It's like one of those
It's
hugs.
figure- it's-
It's way too tight, as if like she's never hugged anyone else before.
gonna be alright. We're gonna be fine.
Eris,
So-
we won't force you to come with us.
Blows
Right.
blows
But
blows.
the queen would maybe. You know, it's her orders.
I
Just look at her. Does the queen look like she cares about her subjects?
Right. I suggested that she assist us in the journey.
Technically, no one is. Technically, yeah, no one is forcing her. If you don't want to come with us, don't.
The Queen has assigned her to this mission with us.
If the queen wants me to go, I shall go.
Eris, I believe in you. We're gonna do great.
She didn't order her. You
No, we're
requested
so
her.
gonna die.
No.
Tiff,
You
you
know,
requested
Black
her.
Stride is coming. We lost the you know what.
Eris, did you find out about anything?
It's in
Yeah,
5 days. It's in 5 days, isn't it? Now, technically.
Yeah, we have. We're still at the 34th, and after the night, it's gonna be by 5th to 35th.
The Queen didn't set a deadline for us to come back.
No.
She said as long as it takes. So we can take up to 3 months, maybe, to do it.
I'm sure I'm gonna keep queen through anyway.
I mean,
But-
let's. How many things do we have to do? We have to go kill a lich. We have to
say
go.
that's it?
Okay, are we saying this out loud? Don't say this out loud.
I mean, she can happily know that I have to go kill a lich to save the universe.
Yeah, but she can't
Oh, okay.
have the key.
What key? There are no keys involved.
No, the key? No, it can't look up key.
Fine, there's no
You
key.
don't know
I
the way.
need to go kill a lich to maybe have a chance of saving the universe. And
So,
you need to accompany me for multiple reasons. That is.
And you might just admit the session's just gone now. Because we're having.
oh shit.
Yeah, we're fine, Kiki. We have to go to Kiki as well. She's longing for us. She like sent us out in the first place, and it would be only fair if we said to Kiki, "Hey, we're still all right, but we kind of lost the thing you gave us."
Eris pipes up. She's like, "Who's Kiki?"
It's a friend, a very good friend.
Yeah, what
Queen
about the
is-
puppet
I can't-
master?
I can't come with you to Kiki when the queen's given me an order to escort you to the
It's
Elderwood.
okay, it's okay. Kiki's fine. She's a vibrant, curly locked ginger lady who can take care of herself.
Can I ask a general question? Wouldn't what's her name still be with us just this entire time, Larissa?
Oh, Larissa.
Larissa actually didn't come with you.
Didn't
Where
she?
did Larissa go?
She walked off.
No, Larissa, she didn't get clothes. Like, I fucked up when I was like fuck earlier. It's because I fucked up what was supposed to happen. Larissa,
Oh,
she didn't come with you to get clothes.
I thought she went out the
When
lower ring.
when you guys went into, I think she was supposed to say that she's gonna go and try and contact a mutual friend.
Oh well,
oh,
okay,
Okay, fine, perfect.
Good. So
Can you point out on the world map where the Elder Woods is?
Okay.
It's that green shirt.
Yeah, the green.
the
shit.
green on the very
No, no,
edge,
no.
top right.
This
Yeah.
is normal forest. The deep
What?
green is the old woods.
Deep green. This one.
Oh, down here. Down here.
Here.
Oh, this one is the
No,
Elder Forest.
That's the swamp.
Where? Okay, where's the
you-
Elder
you
Forest?
pointed, You
The
pointed.
very vibrant green in the top right hand corner, which only inhabits part of the map because the rest of fuck, my desk broke. The rest of the woods goes off into the northern continent of, I forget the name.
Of somewhere. Okay, so.
All right,
this
so-
is the Elder Forest.
Our our first objective, is go to the Elder Forest, Elder Woods, Elisha Woods.
Questral, into the northern continent of Questral.
Okay,
Our-
so
our
Elder
obje-
Woods,
Object.
we need to go to the Elder Woods.
Yes, objective number 1 is to go to Elisha Woods.
This could be a good chance to level up.
Indeed.
I'll let you get a drink.
Objective. What would be objective 2? Tell Kiki we're alive.
On the way back, we could tell Kiki we're okay.
Also, I would like a lot if we could go visit the lower ring on our merry way.
Do I have a quest? I don't think I've ever written a quest log. It's my bad. That'd be like a very useful thing to have. But I remember, on like a real big side note, that this guy wanted us to
Quite
have.
a few quests we didn't finish.
Who's
Sorry.
this?
It's me. Sorry, I'm moving things around just because of what order would make sense for things to happen.
Okay, so I also would like if we could move the Wailing Hen, because it's gonna be kind of on the way when we're already in the city, right?
Yeah, do that. Sorry, Chen. Is the session, are we still going after this, or are we just in a room having a meeting?
Apparently, you're just in a room having a meeting over. I assume that you guys need to have this, so I'm just letting it happen.
Okay.
Well, one thing before you leave, Eris.
She's
She's just
She's
sitting here
she's-
looking at some beads.
Eris is currently in Toriel's arms like a little baby.
Oh,
oh, Mama Toriel.
before we can get started, I need to get rid of her, and I point to, well, the woman lying in the bed. Where can I drop her safely and, well, somewhere where people can take care of her?
Let's.
Who even is that?
Fans, are you adding my 800 gold to the pot?
Someone so and so of Saltwood, which is the village
And 800.
that Garth was born in.
Wait, I thought I
No.
was doing the pod.
That's 3,000.
No, sorry, but Mara has the party fund now in her bag of holding.
Okay, I'm gonna write you clips while the others talk, okay?
Ash-
Guys, so the leader then.
I mean, a leader leads. The one with the party fund is the treasurer.
Sure, no one listens to me anyway, but sure, since I guess I have the most authority, sure, I can talk to a priest, so I guess it makes
It will make sense, but it is really just previous inter pares.
We used to sit and have meetings about shit, and then it all got out of hand. Toriel used to be like, "What do you think, Ted? Since you're the leader." I have to stop.
Oh yeah, she has grown a pair. So
No.
yeah, Eris,
Oh,
any
yeah.
idea where? Any idea?
Eris says, "Who even is that?"
Well,
Someone-
not her in the dungeon.
Someone from his old home.
Is that lady from the dungeon still here?
Yes.
Why?
Because Garth needs to see to that she is seen too.
Is she even alive? Is she dead by now?
Yes, she is alive. Traumatized, but alive.
How about you give her a good night of sleep? Maybe she'll talk in the morning and you can see to her accommodations for the future.
Our Garth actually checks if, well, she's around his region, if he recognizes her. Do I need to roll something for that?
Say again.
Does Garth recognize her? Or roll for that?
Go for it.
Rolling?
Down the toilet.
I mean, what would that
Yeah.
be? Insight? Investigation?
History?
Might be.
Sorry. No. But, so my
Just
chat-
intelligence?
My chat's okay. You're rolling to see if you recognize her, so you're rolling a perception.
Perception. Alright, you're right. What do I perceive? Let's see. Oh, great, okay. Usually high chances of success. Let's see. Oh, that's a solid 17.
Um.
Who's anonymous Wolverine?
What do you get?
That might be me.
Might be me.
I Wolverine.
Why?
Fiends, tell your boyfriend to roll a persuasion check.
Sebastian, du skal rulle en persuasion check. Har du en terning? He's rolling a mandarin. How many signs did that one have, Sebastian?
Orange.
What did you roll?
Roll a natural
62?
62.
No, he said 6,000. Over 9,000!
Over 9,000!
God, Trymir explodes.
Tell him he becomes Super Saiyan 2.
He becomes what?
He becomes
Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan 2.
2.
Can we move on?
Yeah, what about the 17?
Yeah, what about this? What about this mysterious woman?
She's Trymirian.
Okay, so do you have any information we maybe don't have on the Elderwoods?
Hey, weapon.
What information do you have on the Elder Woods?
It's alive, it's hard to navigate. Many people die in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you have any more?
Yeah.
Yes!
Stop making fun of my language.
I've heard some stories of a forest spirit
Yeah.
who guides travelers.
Yeah.
I don't know much more about that though. I generally stay within Trymir because I'm Eris,
Uh-huh.
and
Eris?
Toriel, you notice that Eris is like sipping on a flask of like some rum.
It's a bad time to get alcoholic.
Eris is in education, isn't she? That's why she was in school.
Yes, I'm very well educated. The order, the halls of knowledge are the highest. It's the highest institution of knowledge,
So,
the highest institution of learning within the northern hemisphere of Questral.
so, what magic do you classify as?
Evocation. I am the grandest of evocation. Not really. We're a far better evocation mages than me. But I like to think that I am very good at what I can do. I mean, you saw in the prison, I helped, right?
You nearly turned me into a roasted chicken.
But I helped.
Do you reckon you could teach me an education spell at some point?
Well, that depends on your aptitude, my dear.
I
How
thought your magic was gone.
gifted would you say you are at the arcane art?
I think
What you just asked us?
Colt should still have a look at you, right? Because
Yeah, I can still learn a spell when I get my powers back, or
yeah,
I can
but
learn it
here's
now and
the
use it
problem.
later.
Everyone makes it very clear that we're gonna die in the Elderwoods. I'd rather have a Tiffany with magic than a Tiffany without magic, if it's so deadly.
Well,
Yeah, but what else are we supposed to do?
I-
Cycle it with Eris?
I don't know.
If maybe the magic's still inside of me, but it's dormant. I don't know.
What
maybe if Cole find out more, he could maybe help. He said he will find out.
We'll find out. I can still sense magical presences, so maybe
Well,
it's
do
still
you guys want to go
inside.
see Cole? Says Eris as she climbs out of Toriel's arms.
Oh,
Yes, but if she can teach me evocation spells, contra. I'll just have to sit and study them for longer.
We can try.
Thank you, Jen.
yes.
Yeah. So she like saunters up to the door and does a little spin, and takes another swig of rum.
Well, in terms of
It's like-
equipment,
Do you want to go see him now, or
Like,
in the morning?
can we wait for the morning?
Yeah, let's wait
maybe?
till the morning.
So,
sounds about right.
what? It's 9:15 now. IRL. Are we sleeping? Waking up? Doing stuff in
We're-
the morning?
I
Our
think we
group goes to sleep.
the group goes to sleep. I want to. Can I please meditate with my cape, please?
Can I?
Yeah, roll me a religion check.
Can I
Actually,
study my necklace?
roll a D100.
D1.
Can I study my necklace?
Tiffany, roll an Arcana
81.
with disadvantage. Not you, Mara. Disadvantage. 81.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
pretty good to be honest. I got
You-
19.
You spend, Mara, about an hour or so. Everyone falls asleep. Tiffany goes into a little trance, which is a little disconcerting, but you manage to focus yourself on your cloak.
I've seen sometimes now, so.
Yeah. And you
Standard.
spend the better part of an hour, like meditating on your cloak, wearing it, like keeping it close to you, focusing yourself on it,
Actually, I would like
Before-
to read my Elvish book.
before realizing that you've fallen asleep.
Ah, shit. Well, rip.
Night night.
Night night, mask. Playtime.
Wait, you hear this voice?
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No.
Oh,
Dad.
Tiffany hears this voice, so she's meant to be in her neck.
Ah.
Oh my god, I know that.
Oh god.
By the way, did I wrote to you put on the necklace? Right.
Help me.
Help me. And we sleep.
So, do I get anything? I just hear a voice.
Oh shit, Mara. I
What?
didn't finish typing that out, did I?
Did my necklace teach me a meme?
Yeah, I'm reading my
What?
book. The same again.
Excuse me? What did you say, Tiff?
Oh, I was asking Chen if my necklace taught me a meme or I actually learned something.
No, you actually heard that voice.
Oh shit, I can't remember what it said now.
Well, Rip, you're gonna have to watch the session back and look at those.
Your
Themes,
weakness was your undoing.
I've edited that
Okay, I can see where.
in that necklace. Make sure that that is correct. Cannot wear it.
Okay, oh shit. Oh shit. Where is my wisdom? Ah, fuck! I'm gonna keep it?
Okay.
Damn it, so close!
Oh, my...
Yeah, so as you guys fade off to sleep, Eris tells you that she'll be back in the morning to take you guys for breakfast, and then you go we can leave. Good old Elderwood.
Good night, Eris.
Good night, Eris!
Bye-bye.
We're gonna.
Good night, guys. Enjoy your.
Enjoy your rum!
Eris,
Oops.
thanks for everything.
And
Oh.
you, please don't touch that lady. And she leaves.
Which lady?
What?
The unconscious one.
Oh,
One in the trauma. Who was she referring to?
the lady.
She was talking to you, and she pointed at the lady. The one who shot.
Alright. Whatever. You heard her. No touching.
Yeah.
No,
You
nothing.
heard her. Don't touch her. Not us.
So we
Rykov
go
pushes
to
his back
sleep.
closer to the one to hers, and well, just almost like sits on the bed with his sword, trying to make a visual impression.
And Mara tries to. And he falls asleep. Because who wants a god anyway?
And I guess we'll leave it there.
I think we do.
All right.